I think you're proud because you gotta marry me.
No.
Wait, what? Zoru has to marry him? What?
No.
Yes.
That's an
That is
important
not-
detail that I have missed, apparently.
Yeah, so Sam... we'll get to that.
We are.
Hi!
Kobolds!
Kobolds!
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, actually,
Thank
Hijack, I have a
you.
question.
Yes.
It doesn't matter that we're streaming now.
Where's my mic?
But you know how I'm proficient with improvised weapons?
Yes.
You know how the sword is really dull and making it an improvised weapon?
It's now a club.
So is it as effective as a normal sword now, or is it still debuffed?
It's a club.
Club.
It was never...
Bonk.
No, Bonk Sam. He's the one who's into that
Because
shit.
you see, with my my whatever, the bar fighter or whatever,
Tavern
a
Brawler.
broom, a tavern brawler, a broom is a more effective weapon mechanically than a sword with -1.
Yes. And remember, Tavern Brawler is the better grappling feat than Grappler. Anywho, hi.
Fight me.
Fight me.
Actually, you can combine Tavern Brawler and Grappler. There's no rule against it.
Yeah. You know, Shield Master and Tavern Brawler is better than... Shield Master and Tavern Brawler are better for grappling than the Grappler feat.
Power move. Take all 3.
How come I can't invite?
Why? You have advantage on grapple checks against prone creatures.
I don't remember who Ian is.
Because
A shove is an attack, and with Tavern Brawler, when you make an attack, you bonus action grapple. So you're already doing it at advantage, and they'll be prone, which means you have advantage on them as if they were restrained by everything but ranged attacks.
Right, but a successful grapple makes somebody prone.
No,
That's what grapple's for.
no,
That-
successful
why are you
grapple
a porg?
does not knock people prone.
Why are you a
A
porg?
shove knocks people prone.
Because I don't have a avatar for this character,
Oh.
so deal with it.
So deal with it. I
enough.
fucking love that.
Fair
Last time, ship going down. Screechers ate a leg. Look at this boy, for his leg is metal.
Nobody cares about.
My boy.
My boy. Boy, I'm- my boy-
Also, his fingers have been revealed. Fucking horrifying Frankenstein creature. Go show those to the camera.
Camera wants to see them, yes. I hope I'm in view.
He's got rat fingers.
Congratulations.
Yep.
You're now scarred for life.
And literally any other news that is better.
Oh yeah. Also, in other better news, Sam and Zoru got married.
That is not what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
That is in fact what happened.
It's not official
Oh,
yet.
no, it's
But they are
official.
going
It was officiated by the tribe's
And
wisest.
then it was consummated, as we all
And then
saw.
it was consummated. Yeah.
It-
It was consummated by yeah. It was consummated by Courtney. Oh yeah.
Oh, time to cast ceremony on these two.
Woo! Oh,
Is that better?
percentage.
And
Somehow worse.
Ceremony's on the paladin spell list, so I
Was that
technically I can.
Oh my god, you can marry them.
I can
Elder,
marry-
quote unquote, wisest decided to give Sophie to Sam for some unknown reason. And
He's
then
the only surviving member of the original kinship.
Yes.
So obviously
That's a lot
that
of
means he is most responsible, and he is tribe smartest, so he would make the tribe smartest, of course, would make smart child kobold.
Gosh.
Yes.
I need powdered silver.
Ants on the ship.
I need 24. I need 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver for ceremony.
I need to
Hey,
destroy.
that's gonna come out. That's gonna come out of the Brad's dowry. So.
So you said powdered silver, huh?
Hey,
We have silver.
25 gold pieces worth.
that would be 2,500 pieces of silver, by the way.
Ooh, that's a lot of silver.
Powdered. Powdered.
Okay, we're gonna have to go around and collect all of the kobold rings in the entire tribe.
Well, some of them are silver, some of them are platinum.
No.
Close enough.
It's worth. It's still worth.
But it's got to be of silver.
But you could buy silver if you find gold or platinum.
You think kobolds can buy anything?
Do you think we could buy anything?
Bro, we don't buy
Yes.
stuff.
Yes,
Take
Cobalt
it.
can buy things. We're
It's
back
ours.
in Cobalt civilization now. There are
You
shops.
think kobolds have real civilization?
You would think
Yeah.
we're not supposed to barter and trade
Yes,
for some.
yes, I
We-
do. Have you not
we-
ever looked into Cobalt lore for 5e?
That's not what kitara is.
Yeah.
We did we did look at an erotic.
Conk would know what you're talking about, but the Kitarian kobolds wouldn't.
Yeah, we don't use monetary. We do bartering. There's no monetary system.
We use a bartering system in Kitara.
There is literally no monetary value to anything.
Although you wouldn't even probably know
Gold
about
to
mining.
gold to them is just shiny rocks.
It's a shiny
Yeah.
rock, worth a lot because it's shiny.
Also conductive in some cases. Not all their metal is though.
Sam would know how conductive every metal is. He's smart as
Platinum
Cobalt.
is.
Yes, I made
Platinum's
my boy
good.
2.0.
But one of the whole points of kobolds as a race in general is the fact that they're one of the most resourceful creatures on the planet.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
they were
resourceful,
some of the
but
first-
also
They were tinkering with mechanical things before the dwarves and tinker gnomes. I mean,
That's
but
why
they're
we hate
also
gnomes.
not. They're not very smart, but they're resourceful.
they're resourceful and clever, and they are actually good at making like the handheld ballista and several other things that are known to be cobalt inventions.
A
Yeah.
kobold cannon.
Good at making his theory of relativity, but not all of us are that smart. Okay.
Right. Well, no, I get that,
Not
but
everyone's
I'm
as
just
smart as
saying
I.
there would be people in the tribes that were that smart. And
Yeah,
Katara's
that's
been around
Sam.
long
Yeah,
enough
Sam.
That's Sam.
Right.
that-
Use Hawkins and
there would be places for you to do stuff like that. Is what I mean.
Yes, my work.
Sam's workshop.
Well,
I
there you
live
go.
there.
We're
Sure
so-
does indeed live there now.
Sam is
you are-
smart enough. He sees no reason to trade shiny rocks for.
As a
for things of
character
real
that made
value.
his life traveling around to all the different tribes, would I know what tribes had like actual?
Well, all the tribes have silver. However, the silver is coveted as it's used for rings that are placed ceremoniously around the horn.
Right. What I'm saying is that would I have encountered tribes that actually did have like
Would he have encountered traditional kobold tribes?
yeah, like with actual like
Have you ever left Kitara?
Have you left
no,
Kitara?
I mean in Kitara.
There
would
are
I
only-
have met
there are only
tribes that
4
actually
tribes on
made money and actually
no
had
tribe
social
has
order.
no. Well, technically,
Kite-
all 4 has social orders, but they
Like you
don't.
understand what I'm talking about, right?
Owners,
Like when
full
you look at kobolds in
others.
5e, they have a very, very like intense
Yeah,
like
like we said before, they do bartering.
they're
I
steampunk.
don't live in
They're
tents.
like steampunk. age.
Those are not these kobolds.
Yeah, that's this kobold.
It's that cool.
That's
That's-
only
that-
that one.
That-
Oh
I mean,
my
they
God.
live primitively, but they literally, in a lot of times, have quite a bit of steampunk technology.
But we
We
don't.
have my boy 2.0.
That's why I was asking. So there's no kobolds in Kitara that have had that?
No.
For the most part, no.
There are
Other
kobolds that
tribes
have
have
had that and make shit. It's just they don't run a. They don't run a.
They don't
It's not
industrialize.
widespread.
They don't industrialize, and they don't run an economic system with gold, silver, or platinum. They trade
Okay.
with resource
Okay, I'm just making
and favor.
About bartering.
Well, I mean, the kobolds in 5e normally do trades, but they also still are known for having
Right.
You can
Yeah, I'll-
trade the
the
gold.
ability
coin.
to build machines. They make machines, mechanical
are not-
contraptions.
We
Yeah.
are not normal 5e kobolds. We're homebrew.
We're even
Well.
dumber.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you guys make contraptions and stuff
Yes.
like that. Just look at Sam.
I do.
But we don't have a money system.
Yeah, you guys
Right,
don't.
but the
You
only
guys don't have an
difference that what I'm
economic
getting,
system.
what he's saying, and what I'm gathering from this, and tell me if I'm wrong, is the only difference between kobolds and Kitara from other kobolds is that it's not widespread yet.
It depends on your definition of widespread. No, they don't have shops and they don't have stuff like that
Like,
because they
what,
don't have
as
the
in the
place to make
people
that
in
stuff.
power, the people in power aren't the ones doing this stuff.
The best to describe it is the kobolds of Kitara are isolationists who don't engage in trade at all, at least not among the other tribes on Kitara.
Yeah,
They
neither
they
do
engage.
other
They
tribes,
trade with
neither do other
other.
kobolds.
They
Not
trade
very
with other
often.
Doesn't
tribes
mean
of.
that they haven't
no, they don't.
invented things like indoor heating and furnaces and steam engines and stuff that runs infrastructure and
You
in
guys
a lot of
fuck with
cases
infrastructure.
electricity.
You guys fuck with electricity.
Not
So,
very much.
Sam does.
We steal
so they
electricity.
are
Steal
like
it.
kobolds in 5e. Literally, yes, they live in isolated communities, but they still have steampunk era
Mhm.
like technology and facilities.
Gotta remember, resources are not an easy access thing. The only access to resource the kobolds of Kitara have is from the civilization of Kitara, which is primarily elf, and that exact same civilization is again hunting kobolds and is more than happy to trace a kobold down, find the tribe, and break the eggs.
Yeah. And if if we steal too many things, if we steal anything of significant value, we could be tracked.
Right,
Thankfully,
so
they didn't
if
care about
I
the
remember correctly, Kitara is basically like the secret of Nim,
Yeah.
where rats living in the walls of a giant castle.
Yeah.
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 Think of it kind of like the secret of Nim or the Borrowers, where
Right,
if
yeah,
we get caught, we are likely going to die.
right.
So we
least
have
have
to steal
confrontation.
small.
I mean, that's what I got
Things that
originally when
allegedly.
when I
Yeah.
started the feel of kind of secrets of Nim, rats going into the house to steal food and stuff.
It's still very
Yeah.
much like that.
And here's my character that is like trying to preach the message of we don't have to do that. We can grow our own food and make our own resources.
Preaches? Nah. We should kick him out.
Alright. With that, we roll in properly as we return to the sewers of which we took off originally.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Mega.
Before
Wait,
we
we're in
begin, can you
sewers?
flip a coin,
No.
please?
Heads.
Hey, Google, flip a coin.
We have more heads than tails. So heads.
You got tails.
It is indeed tails.
Oh, poor Sophie.
What?
She's the only one without a tail.
Okur didn't have a tail.
Oh,
Okur's
Kurt
not
didn't
here
ha-
anymore.
I have
Okay.
a first tail.
Wait a minute, yeah. Yeah, we're
Right
positive. Yeah, we're equal to heads and tails, because Sam has Okur's tail.
Oh, of course.
So, Sophie can own a tail.
Oh God.
Uh,
It's gonna
However,
be it's gonna
experimental
be
scissors.
mentally scarring though. But yeah,
That's going to be mentally scarring. Not stuffing her in a bag with the chopped up remains of her father.
she still doesn't know about that. Shh.
she doesn't know about that.
You don't know
Still
that.
need
I think
to
I would care about that.
use Obliviate on ourselves. Forget that ever happened.
Well, only Sam knows that now.
Only Sam knows it.
Sam is supposedly the only one who knows that now.
Yes.
Well,
And I
oh,
think Zoru heard about it.
Wait, knows which what, huh? About
I
the
think-
scarring situation for Sophie?
This is my end. I could totally kill Sam and then reveal that he killed their family.
But do you think any of the kobolds would care about murdering some elves?
Like, you guys are talking and Sophie's looking back and forth. She's like, what are you guys talking about?
Just some murder we committed back in the day.
I don't alibi. Not talking about anything right now.
Hey, also real quick, last question. Last session, did you get the 3 animals that I said that I wanted to have as the 3 base shapes that I'm able to take?
Oh, those were animals you want to be able to shape into.
Uh-huh.
I did. Hold on, you might have to resend me those.
Hold on, I'm scrolling back up to find them.
I'm scrolling. I think I found them. The rust monster is not a beast that you can turn into.
Don't forget, my thing has, even though it's not on my sheet, my race thing
Yep.
lets me transform into fungal versions of a creature that I've seen.
You've not seen a rust monster before.
So it's gas spore is one I definitely can because it's a fungus, which is added to my wild shape because of my race.
Does your race give you a natural shifting?
No, race doesn't,
It's your
but
subclass.
the circle of spores, I mean,
It's your class.
not the race,
Yeah.
the class, yeah.
Your class
It
gives you
changed.
shifting.
I get wild shape, but for some reason the wild fungal shape is not showing up there. It was on my other character, but for some reason it's not showing up here. But yeah, I get the wild fungal shape that allows me to turn into fungal versions of creatures.
It has to be a
Uh,
beast. Fungal one lets you turn into mushroom creatures.
So the gas bag, the gas spore is a definite yes then.
Well, that's already included before, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah, it is. So you're saying rust monsters a no?
Rust monster is a monstrosity, not a beast.
Nor is it spore related.
What's this one?
Also, on
The gas spore, that's already on your list, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's on your list already. So most things on your list are already fine. I can't see the list, so I have to confirm with
Yeah,
that.
it's just
But
Mike. It doesn't give me a lot to work with. But it says that I can combine it. Like if I want to turn into a bear, I can fungal shape it.
does Cordy know Draconic?
yes, he's a
Yeah.
kobold.
He does.
He was a kobold.
Yeah, I speak.
here
I
it
only
just-
speak two languages. I speak Cobalt and Druidic.
You also speak deep speech.
Well, that's just because of the race.
And
So I guess yeah.
But Kobold specifically is not the dom- or not Kobold. Draconic is not the dominant. Also, not claiming feelsies, but if you look at my backup character's profile picture and Cordy's profile picture,
yeah, I
Excuse me?
noticed that a long time ago, and I was like, I was going to look at Cordy, and I clicked on that one because I remember the picture for Cordy, and I looked over, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't
Wait a
right.
minute.
This isn't a druid.
So I'm guessing a Zorbo also, since it's a monstrosity, is a no. So I need to figure out something else. Y'all give me some ideas here. I'm not used to playing a druid.
Rat.
So
Wolf.
Rat would be a good one.
Rat is a great
Taco.
one. Chinchilla.
well, one of
Squirrel.
them definitely taking is the gas spore because yeah,
That's already on your list, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. I'm just saying is one of the main forms that I take.
How about
Yeah.
Dave?
Dave.
The guy with the killer bread.
Yes. The guy with the killer bread.
Is he a beast?
I'm thinking about Dave the Spider.
Dave the Spider.
It's been so long.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I can't do tiny creatures.
Who said Dave is still tiny?
Can't you?
That's a feat that I can take later, but I can only go down
I'm
to small.
90% sure.
I can only go down to small.
Can
You are
pretty
a big freaking spider.
I can do small to medium at my level.
Can you?
To get higher levels, I can get the large and giant.
No,
I
it
can never
doesn't.
go smaller without
doesn't-
taking a feat.
No, it doesn't care about size. It just cares about challenge rating. You can become a spider. You can become a
Is a
tarantula.
spider a beast?
Because
beast, when you look up like descriptions, because I did, it says they use beast as a general term, and that it counts as whatever creatures are common in the world that you live in.
Yep, spider's a beast.
So let me look this up while y'all do your thing.
Yeah, beast is its own classification.
Yeah, beast is his own monster type.
What challenge rating can you go up to right now? Is the
Half.
question. Half?
Yeah, CR1 half.
You could be a velociraptor.
You could be a velociraptor if you've seen one before.
Yeah, I would have to have seen one.
What are their chances
That's
that
why
you
I'm
would have
making a
seen?
list of these are some creatures that I've
A
seen.
lot lower than you want it to be, but a lot higher than you think it could be.
Yeah.
Kobolds.
Yeah,
We're
there's some creature like the gas spore. Oh my goodness, that's crazy to be able to turn into that because it's quite. It could be very. It looks like a beholder, so it could make like an entire group of enemies shit themselves and run away without having to even fight.
Just gonna enjoy what happens when
You know
your
what?
death
I
burst
think I know
occurs.
what's gonna happen. Conk is gonna go see the elder.
Okay. Conk, you head towards the door of the Elder as two kobolds with a spear cross them over and go, "Halt! What do you want with the Elder?" It's him again. I looked back. I remembered his voice.
Good job.
Continuity!
Yes.
Yes. What do you want with the Elder?
I need to
I found a
speak to
list
your
of
elder
every creature that you can wild
about
shape
the
into.
future of kobold kind. It is not good for kobolds to stay here.
I'm sending it to you, Hijack. So you got
You
it.
mean outside of this door? Does he say outside this door?
You outside the door?
No, I mean, living underneath the elves like this is not safe.
We are in the walls.
We're not under the elves, we're in the walls.
You're
The place Sussex from is under the oak.
I'm waiting.
Conk is kind of speechless. Just he's just gonna point at himself and point to the door and go. Just can I go?
He puts out a hand. He wants
No, no.
no, not like a no, like just a flat palm upwards.
I don't know.
Take
Can
this.
you go?
You give him the sword.
And I say, go put it over there.
Okay. He takes it and he walks in.
I walk into the other's chamber.
As he walks in, Elder, there is
The elder may not have even seen a normal kobold.
He looks at
Depends
you.
how old he
He's
is.
like, he doesn't know how to describe it. Goggle
Dog.
face.
Doggo face.
Goggle face here to speaking with you. He goes and puts the new sword on the rack. As the elder looks at you and he says, "Hello again."
Why are you kobolds living in the walls with these elves? These knife ears.
Because
Have you not tried to leave?
no, we cannot leave. This is our home.
This is not kobold home.
Kitara belongs to us.
Then why do ye live in the walls while the elves knife ears be roaming the streets as if, like they own the place?
Because they make false claim. Kitara belongs to us, the kobolds. It always did, and once it will. Kitara was taken from us, and we will take it back. We may not do it today, but we'll never do it tomorrow.
We must make it happen. But that needs time. And
I think-
strength.
I think ye kobolds should temporarily vacate to grow our strength. We cannot. You're living under an impression here. You cannot progress.
And let the knife ears of Kitara take more from us? We lay claim to what we have and we hold it tight. You may be an outsider, and you may be honorary to the Jabolo. But the Jabolo will not move. We are the natives to Kitara. Kitara is our right. It is our birthright, much as this crystal.
And he points backwards, and you see the large crystal in the room just looming.
Why not take the crystal with ye?
Because it is what keeps the island afloat.
All the more reason to take it.
If
Let
you
the
think
knife
you
ears
can
have their
remove...
rubble on the ground with the beasts.
Interesting thought.
You can make a new Kitara. We already are. It's not as earthy as this place.
You see that the elder is thinking.
I thought I smelled smoke.
With the crystal, we could make a much better home.
You may be more right than you think.
Do the knife ears know about the crystal?
I am not sure if the knife ears are smart enough to think of this. They do not know why their island floats. Only it does. And much like any other floating island, this one belonging to us is kin to reclamation. We will make the knife ears pay, but only when we are ready.
Well, the colony can help coordinate something to happen much sooner than if you were simply left to your own devices that you have here. If you do not need to take my word for it. If you will allow me and a few of your kin to go back to my home and verify what I have told you, and then come back again. Would that not be satisfactory?
Thanks.
If
He's
you can
using big
reason,
words. He's a witch.
It has
if
been
you can reason
many
with-
generations since my people last heard anything from you. It was
if you can convince members to go with you, then I fully invite you. If you can find a collective of group, I am willing to set up a
we
ship.
will need a piece of ye crystal, though. Otherwise, we cannot hope to travel such a distance unscathed.
Roll persuasion.
No. Oh wait, is that inverted? Am I
Yeah.
inverting my dice?
Yeah,
That's a nat 20 then.
nice.
I understand your conviction and what you're saying. But I am not able to risk the damagement of the crystal.
And it's not like a rough crystal. It is a cut crystal.
Is
There's
there
no-
not pieces of it scattered throughout all of Kaitara?
It is the only one.
It is a large green emerald of a crystal, kind of like how a quartz
Master.
pillow. What?
Master Emerald.
Master Emerald. No, it more looks like a quartz, like how quartz looks when you
Mm-hmm.
how it grows, but it's kind of
Mhm.
getting that sharp point on both sides, and it just
Mm-hmm.
floats. It's not touching the ceiling or the floor. It's floating.
Okay. It's a lot more refined than what we have back at the colony. Because I assume the little pieces of land we have that are spread out throughout it are full of raw crystal of a similar nature.
You guys keep it. Yours is kept afloat using airbag.
Oh, you see, I assumed it was kept afloat by many means, because it was
Many
the
means,
only way
yeah.
we could expand.
Yeah.
But I assume we had some bits of land,
Yeah, you've got
which
some
is
bits of
it's
some
the
bits
only
of
way we
stolen
could
land.
do any kind of sustainable farming of any type to keep ourselves alive and
You
fed.
got land, but you got ways you keep it up there. Some you do have some crystals because some of the ships that do fly have crystals like this one on a much miniature scale to keep ships up.
Okay. Well, I'll need your tribe's full support for resources. If not a piece of the crystal, something else that can allow us to travel. I'll probably need your smartest artificer.
How about a ship?
You have a ship?
No, but the elves do.
Hmm.
And they lay claim upon our land, so what is theirs is ours.
Well, if we take their ships, they might come after you before we have time to come back. It'd be better to do this under the radar, as they say.
Well,
I do not know what that means, but they say it a lot when they mean to be sneaky,
listen
like
here.
kobolds.
If that does happen, then I will take that as a sign by our god Kurtomark that it is time to fight. If you return to us in battle, and I believe I wished you to join us. Go to your people, get reinforcement, but time come back. We fight.
What is your name, Elder? I have only heard your title. I must relay your name, and if not your name, at least the previous Elder's name,
The Jabolo.
Elder Jabolo.
This is my tribe.
We have not heard from your tribe in or any of the tribes here on this island in at least I have no idea how many generations. I just know that you were merely legends, myths, back where I came from.
Then you must know of other myths, much like the great draconic elders.
Of course. We are children of Tiamat. Or at least, that is what we are taught where I came from.
Would be curious if we could get Draconic Elder on our side. Perhaps that could give us a leg we need to fight.
Or fang or claw. But we will see. Aye, we will see. I
But if that
appreciate your time, Elder Jabolo.
If that is a thought, I know how to track Draconic Elders, and I could show you how.
That is a little bit beyond my skills, I'm afraid. I only know how to sail, steal, and pummel.
If you know how to sail, you know how to track. You
All right.
use air compasses, magnetic fields in order to find trade vessels and your own home, correct?
I leave that mostly to the navigators. I just go the direct. I depends on where the sun starts to come up or go down.
He holds
That's
up
how I
he holds up one of
orientate
those
myself.
he holds up a dial, and it belongs to what goes inside of a flying ship. And one of the ships you fly, and you see how he moves it. It's a compass, and he's moving it around. And you got these. You have these on your ships that you guys use. That let you track how to get back to the cloud when it moves.
Mm-hmm.
You may not personally know how to use them, but you have navigators that do.
Mm-hmm.
You just know this leads home.
I
These are
question.
Yeah.
Would I know? I assume I would not know that that's not pointing home, because my knowledge of compasses is they always point home.
Yeah, you would probably not. You don't know how they work. You just know they point home.
I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna look at that compass and go. That's not pointing to where I thought home was. Something must be wrong.
Ah, you're familiar with these items.
It is, yes. It points home.
These are called route compasses. They point to a beacon that they've been attuned to.
What is this one attuned to?
Legend has it, the world under.
So it is attuned to somewhere below.
It is attuned to the most dangerous of the draconic elders. The Land Eater. In the world under. It is said that this draconic elder is so melded with stone and rock that one day this...
And you see that the compass piece is actually made out of a very, very small shard of crystal, and it's held intact with a chitin plate that is reminiscent of crayons. The center dial is so it's the shard is the point is the compass pointer, but on the center where it revolves around there is a shard of chitin plate.
If you wish to take this secondary task upon you, find the Land Eater and bring it here. And through the great draconic elder, we fight, and we will win.
Do you have any speaky stones?
Speaky stone.
Those are sending stones out of character.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Yes. Yes,
It-
we
it-
do have stones that allow conversation, but usually they're only kept among us draconic kept between us tribe leaders.
Well-
I and the 3 other leaders have one. Supposedly, on occasion, they're thievable from a store of magics.
Well, it would be wise for all of you to get together and coordinate a little, and let us have one so that we can talk. My elders can speak with you and your elders directly after our journey has been made.
He takes out this very smooth stone and holds it out to you.
Is this one attuned to the other elders?
This is a link to the other 3.
In that case, you should keep it for now. You should talk to the other elders first and give this one to us when we depart.
Holds it back towards him.
Very well. Tonight, we will get you a ship. Get your orders in a fare.
Aye, aye.
What is your name, Captain?
They call me Bonk.
They call me Bunk.
Because I'm Kunk.
They call me Bunk because I conk.
They call me Conk because I bunk.
Am I there?
Yes.
You're not
How about-
directly there, but if you want to have loomed in, you could have.
Right. Well,
On a
I'll pop in and say, well, Elder, if you don't mind, I can solve this fairly easily. Just hang out and have dinner with me for a while, and
For 12 hours. A 12-hour dinner.
yeah.
You are already linked to most of the Draconic Elders.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I've been around them a
You
lot.
are a Draconic Elder.
Yes, and I have no idea whether you'd be somebody I could bring with me or not, or even of your ability. So I am operating completely with the assumption that's not an option.
So he does look
Well,
at you.
I've been asked to go with you. Remember?
I was
Not
Yeah.
directly as you said, if you would like to assist them in the
Right,
with returning, help them reakin to home. Not you have to go with them.
Right.
So
Well,
he doesn't
yeah.
understand the fact that if you're actually joining them and helping them.
Ah.
It was more like return these people back to their rightful place in the tribe and acclimate them.
Right. But if that involves them having to go do this other thing, then I'm assuming that that's something that.
That's up to you. It's your
Right.
it's up to you to leave the place, but yeah.
I'm just saying how my character would take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've been asked by my elder.
Well, it's less an elder, more a friend.
Right. But yeah, still though, he would
Yeah.
take it literally, as in he's supposed to basically
Babysit them.
help this group however they need to acclimate back into this. And if they're leaving, then that means they're not acclimating to here, so I have to go with them. So that I can continue to acclimate them to Kitara.
Are you saying you wish to join this venture, Gordy? Grave Master?
Well, a grave master could come in handy on a journey like this, and I have plenty of initiates that can take over my tasks here while I'm away.
I suppose it would be an intelligent choice to send one of the elders with the group in order to, if task be it to find the Draconic Elder, I suppose having one of the tribe elders going with wouldn't be that bad of an idea. If this one is to join you, you would find no need for our stone.
You wouldn't need the stone.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Hey, Hijack.
Yes,
How long
Ruben?
has this party been with me? How long have we been walking?
Oh,
hour.
like an hour.
Like an hour.
So they're infected. It just hadn't set in yet.
Anyway, Hijack, as I was saying,
Yeah.
I sent you a private message. I
Okay.
don't know if you saw it yet.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Also, did you look at the new list I gave you? There's only one of them I'm unsure of, and that's the 8th. And would have I ever seen one?
Roll investigation, Mega.
Alright.
Seen one what? Oh.
An 8th.
So definitely not a black bear.
21.
Maybe not a.
I'm sure I would have seen a diseased rat.
You would have seen a diseased rat. You would have seen large dogs like a mastiff. So I could akin
Well,
that
he's
to a
technically
wolf.
seen a Doberman.
You've seen a Doberman. Black bear, you've most likely not seen a black bear, and ape. I'll say you've probably seen apes inside of books at least.
Okay.
Mostly jewelry and clothing and silks.
Well,
Mega.
Yeah.
Mostly jewelry, clothing, and silks.
How much of other tribes would I have seen after arriving? I think I
Just the
would've-
Jabolos.
Okay.
You guys have not been
So-
here long.
Yeah,
You
so
guys
in other
came
words,
in like an hour ago, walked out, and you just walked right back in.
as
and
far
said,
as the
"Oh,
other
yeah."
Kartarian tribes go,
Mhm.
I only know of the other ones through legends still,
Yes.
and rumors of what they are and what they can do.
We're mostly all
I think I would also know about the ones that have been traded into slavery, and I'm gonna guess there's only been 2 different kinds that have been commonly traded in slavery from Kaitara. That'd be the feather kobolds and the glass kobolds, because they're pretty.
Feathered
Yes.
kobolds are exotic. Glass kobolds are pretty.
Glass
Yep.
kobolds are pretty, and you can see inside of them.
Hmm.
And funny enough, star-eyed kobolds are also traded.
Okay.
Actually, all
So-
4 are traded, but each for a different cause.
Yeah. Well, I'd assume the
For slavery, it's usually 9 times for servitude slavery, it's usually a glass kobold. For physical labor, it's usually a feathered kobold. And then I don't want to cover, because you don't know what happens. I don't want to cover what happens to Stareye and Black Onyx.
yeah, the black onyx. You see,
Minority
I'm
Report. That's what
very
you're
much
Minority Report.
unfamiliar with them, but what I do know about them is they're very sneaky.
Usually.
They're kind of
And I do want to add, the
Yeah.
Elder is not a feathered kobold.
What is he?
He is a yellow kobold
Ah,
of draconic origin.
I see. That would have been nice to know. That immediately makes him less strange to me and more familiar.
Yeah, I'm the weird one.
Because these feathered kobolds, to me, are very peculiarly colored.
Yeah.
The only most of the feathered kobolds that I have seen have adapted to try to hide in the forests a little better. They live with the burrow dwellers.
I think I used to be a Highland kobold.
You used to be, you used to be a Highland. You have your bones got feathers. You got feathers in places.
Anywho, what do you know of the burrow dwellers?
I do not know much of the land. We do not get much
We've been trying to get in contact and find their groups, their little tribes, to save them from the ground. But they hide so well that only the elves and dwarves seem to be able to find them.
Or any of my
And
initiatives.
after we rescue them, they don't know their way back.
Most of your initiates are Black Onyx, Star-Eyed, Glass. And...
Right. What I'm saying is, but they also travel around all over performing ceremonies. So
Not outside of Kaitara.
Oh, okay. Oh, so these things aren't in Kitara. Okay.
Yeah.
The burrowers.
The burrowers.
Yeah,
no.
You don't even know what they are.
No, I don't. That's why I was.
I'm
trying to
assuming
figure it out.
Hijack can make up and fill in the gaps as I'm talking.
Yeah.
Because
Slowly pans over to Zephyr.
yeah,
The only one
that's
the only one you managed to save, but he's like,
yeah.
Man, only if Hop was still alive.
Yep.
only was a hop still alive.
But yeah, they seem to be surviving on the ground, and their numbers would be useful. But we do not know their numbers.
It's an interesting adaptation. Curious, truly.
They have big, long ears.
It sounds like an interesting creature that I would love to observe.
Well, we brought one with us.
Then why not
He does-
ask it?
He does not know his way back.
You talking about the screamer?
You did
No.
not. You have not asked if he knows his way back.
Oh, you see, I assume since we haven't found where they are colonizing, we assumed you don't know your way back.
You don't know that.
Well, You go do what you need with other tribes. I will inform that the Grave Master is going with you.
And I inform my initiates telepathically that I shall be away and that they are to take over any tasks that I might have been needed for.
It's like a fucking hive mind in there.
Yeah, I'm going to. Could you put me in the direction of your smartest artificers? Where's their
Nods.
workshop?
If you head outwards towards the pipeworks, you will find the largest corridor. They seat into a diffusion room or something. I don't know what these or what it is specifically, but there will be a room, and in there is where our tribe's smartest artificer lays claim.
I thank ye. I'll be taking my leave now. I believe we don't have much more to discuss.
I see you carry no weapon.
Oh yeah, he took it.
It's on the wall.
It's on the way.
It belonged to one of ye tribe members who did not make it. I am only borrowed it.
I also see you carry.
Oh, no, that was removed from your person.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons now.
Yeah.
All I got is goggles.
Goggles. Yeah. Who needs a weapon when you got goggles?
Yep.
He stands and he walks over slowly. He's a larger kobold, heavier set.
Yeah, I remember him being chubby.
He's chubby, but not like overeating fat chubby, like sumo muscle chubby.
He's a chonk.
He's a chonker, but it's not fat. It's muscle.
So I'm gonna ask. So I'm gonna turn around and ask him. So this creature you brought back with you, is it here?
You did not see the one with the flappy appendages? He had a funny sword.
Did I see it? What he's talking about?
Zapier,
Was
yeah,
it my-
you would have seen Zapier.
You would have seen Zapier come out the hole.
Yeah.
And you would have seen his sword with the eye.
I meant the screamer thing.
No,
Oh,
this
we
is
were
not
talking
come
about
up.
the screamer thing, and the
They were
entire
talking
time
about
the
Zapier.
ground dwellers or the burrow dwellers
It's
are
the rabble.
the bunny cool. It's the
I'm
rabble.
actually curious about the screamer.
You've
The
not
screamer
encountered
did
a
not make
screecher
it
yet.
up.
Oh,
The creature has not been brought up.
creature. Okay.
Well, you see,
You
I
do not
assume
know
it's
it's
common
about
knowledge.
screechers.
Why would I bring it up?
You don't. How much do you interact with screechers? I wonder. Being in, you probably don't.
I wouldn't interact with them. I would avoid, like all of our tribe would avoid the ground as much as possible. So, because we know that they're there,
Okay.
we'd only go to the ground for like a quick supply drop. Like we're over an old city or something. We'd run down, grab supplies as quickly as we can, and come back up.
Lose a
Well, one
few.
of the good
Alright.
things about me traveling with you is I have this effect called Sweet Scent. That anything that comes within 30 feet of us has to make a wisdom saving throw or immediately become pacified and not want to attack anything. Unless it's attacked or sees one of its allies being attacked.
I don't think
know,
it's. I don't
I don't-
think the screechers think of attacking us as attacking us. I think they're just like, ooh, look, food. I'm eating that food.
It doesn't matter. It literally, it just makes them go into a very docile, like,
I don't
soporific state.
think creatures have nose.
But anyway,
It
I'm
doesn't matter.
Conk's gonna take his leave, and he's gonna make his way towards
As you
Sam's,
turn around, so
his
first,
workshop without knowing
so-
it's Sam's.
As you turn around, you hear a familiar clicking sound. The from behind you, where the elder is.
Swing back around.
You see the elder has moved back into his chair, and he's holding these two strange, kind of sharp barb-like things, and between his fingers, he's clicking them together. Chester's
Hello,
like,
Bridger.
I would not recognize them. I'd recognize the sound.
you recognize the sound, and you watch as he clicks them together. Makes that click sound.
Do I know what he's doing?
What he's doing is like a bird caller. He has it to his mouth and he's blowing through it, like blowing air across it as he smacks them together on his fingers. Those
Conch shell.
not conch shell, finger tambourines,
Oh yeah.
where you put one on where it's got the
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
a ring and it's on the thumb and the pointer finger.
Uh-huh.
He's got them like that. The sharp end is pointed out away from him, and he's blowing through it, blowing across it with his his mouth, and he's clapping them as he does so, and it's making that click sound.
So it's a musical instrument.
Kind of.
Kind of. He slides them off, and he holds it towards you,
Towards me?
towards Conk.
Oh.
Conk is gonna cock his head and accept them curiously.
Because saying you to a group is like pointing to a blind person and saying over there.
There's only 2 people here. It's you and Conk. But he's majorly Conk.
Oh.
He's holding it out towards Conk.
This is what they use to make the sound.
Talking about the beasts.
He nods.
The ones that ate the land.
He nods.
It can be used as a weapon or as a last-ditch effort to hopefully make one docile. I have not tested it, but we theorize that they do have a sort of language, as all bestial creatures do.
I think this will make a useful gift.
I hope it works like a anti-bird caller. And I am assuming if a smart enough creature were to hear it, they'd probably not stay nearby long.
Do you have
Be
do you have a
careful.
bag?
I can supply you with a skin sack, yes. Be careful with that. It may draw closer those creatures to you, but if you use it correctly, it might draw humanoids away.
Thank you.
And he does supply you with a purse.
Sweet.
A month
I wonder if
after.
it was one of the 5 purses that Peb stole.
It is! The very
Yay.
same. No, it's the Santa Claus bag.
Ah, sweet.
It's got reminiscent of meat chunk in it.
If it's a Santa, Santa Claus bag.
Remember the tree bag that you put the body in? That one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
It's that one.
Okay.
that one.
The sack.
The body's no longer in there, but it's that
I
one.
mean, there's some residue.
I assume there's still the blood and the goopy bits from her father.
Yes,
Yes.
elf blood. I like the smell.
Stay wise.
I nod and I head out. I assume towards Sam's workshop.
Okay. Yeah, towards Sam's workshop. You can
Of
add
course, Conk does
a
not know it's Sam's workshop.
you can add a screecher clicker to your inventory.
All right. Let's do that now.
Slightly bloodied backpack.
And a slightly bloodied bag.
Yeah, sack.
Add bloodied sack, not slightly.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
you-
add those, and while that happens, somebody else can kind of take over and say what they were doing while I was doing that.
So I basically go into Sam's workshop and I just clear a shelf, just swipe it all into the floor. I get on the shelf and I put up like a little curtain and I draw it.
You clear a shelf and you put a curtain on.
Yeah.
I'm
like-
not quite sure why you would do that, but whatever floats your boat, as they say.
Sophie is very shyly standing around the workshop, not knowing what to do.
You can find a place and make it your room.
Just kind
So
of-
if we don't get well, we're not staying in a sewer.
We're not in a sewer. We're in my home, the workshop.
What's the difference?
One is the sewer, the other is the workshop.
Don't you ever miss fresh air, man? Like the woods.
This
The-
is the freshest air.
You can look at the humans. They're very interesting, especially if you get higher up, like on the cliffside near the walls.
Why would you want to look at an inferior species?
And it's like an ant farm. It's fun to look at.
What's an ant farm?
I don't know.
I want to look at someone's ant.
It's this thing they do. I don't know why.
That sounds quite weird. Why would you be farming ants? They don't have a lot of nutrition qualities.
I don't know. They intend to enslave anything they can, so I assume they want them for resource gathering.
But they wouldn't feed them. They're too much bigger for them to be a good nutrient source.
Gold digging?
No,
Not
no, no.
true.
They
Ants actually are a good nutrition source. A lot of countries. Source.
Incorrect. Kobold Sam says it, that means it's true. Just look at the size. You see, ants are tiny, but they are much more than tiny. Thus, it would not be a good food source.
But there's millions of them.
But they're tiny.
Sophie in the background behind Sam and Zoro starts touching Sam's tinker stuff.
Don't touch that stuff. It'll explode.
You break it, you buy it.
Proceed
This is
to
going on. While this
file.
is going on,
Yeah.
Zelmus is apparently going on a bit of a shopping spree.
What are you using to shop with?
And where are you going to buy things? There's not a lot to buy. Food and stuff is all at one area. Anything tinkering is all with me. That's basically all there is.
All the fabrics and jewelry is with you.
Yeah. There's a food court which is free for everyone, and then there's my area.
Anyway, why would you want to eat
Sam-
ants?
Sam is the one that has all the jewels and fabrics.
Yes.
Yes.
Then
Why
I
would
guess
they
want to
need
see Sam as well.
Sam is the tribe's smartest artificer and orders and operates the artificer corps of the Jabolo tribe.
Then I guess I'm going to see Sam as well.
Sam, you didn't tell me you had jewels. I take one and I feed it to my.
Feed it your what?
How do you think I made my boy?
I actually have no idea.
And in climbing up comes both Zelmus and Conk
Zomas!
And-
You got my book?
and Cordy. Okay.
Yes, yes. What is it that you want? Someone call for me?
Yeah. Got my book.
I have
come out-
not had the chance to read it yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. We might have to wait till I can figure out how to use text magic and maybe figure something out with this thing.
See, Sophie is fiddling with all your beakers that you don't have a large supply of, Sam.
Okay.
And she's making sounds going. Me, 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 me. She's a beaker.
Yep.
Let's trust the D4 once again.
What's the in betweens?
Whether I take action or leave it alone. I take action. For Sophie, I'd put those down. They're quite fragile and hard to come by.
You don't have many of these?
No, we do not have a lot of that material. We don't know how to exactly work with it well.
I walk over and smash it. It makes it even more fun to break.
Yeah, the beaker.
I'd much rather you do that to me than to my things.
Damn.
Oh no, I forgot you're into that.
I know too. This is too sad, but I have to roleplay it.
It all makes sense now.
The
It all
deep
makes
were decided it.
You
I
watch
did not-
as Sophie goes over towards the.
She made a bread now.
She
She
bred
got
now.
too many chemicals spilled on her.
She goes over to the pile of junk that Zoru has swiped down onto the floor. She starts rummaging.
She finds
Anyway,
it all.
I turn to Sam and say, Sam, I have a question for you.
Yes, what are you looking for?
I am wanting to purchase gems and
James,
silks.
what are you looking to trade for them?
I have parchment, paper, and I have this knife, and I have writing implements. I have things which can write.
Parchment is not overly useful. I do not exactly know how to write. I do not believe that is actually something people do. I think that's a machine job.
As you get
but-
up there, you see Sophie wave at you.
But in
Conk
regards to
squints.
the knife, what kind of knife is it?
She's sitting
It
in a
is
pile of
butter
junk.
knife.
Yes.
What's butter?
Squint.
It is food knife. It is knife for food.
It's a foodie knife, you say?
Yes.
Conk is now going to interrupt. Where's the smartest kobolds?
I am the smartest kobold.
You're a funny one. No, seriously.
I'll look over at him and say it's up now.
No, I am trying. Did you not see my my ABD on the wall?
Wait,
In the world of blind men, the
Wait.
one-eyed man is.
you're serious? Oh.
No, I am Sam.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh
If you're looking
Oh,
for
no.
serious, he's over in the graveyard.
You're one serious. He's over in the graveyard.
In the world of blind men, the one-eyed man
no.
is.
Oh no.
I beat the last guy in a fist fight to decide that I was the trial smartest.
Sounds like there's very little hope for these kobolds.
Wait a minute.
Wait, does that mean
You
if I
guys-
beat you in
I
a
don't-
fist fight that I'm smarter?
That is how most kobold culture works.
I
So
Like-
all of our clans do
Oh.
that. It's a normal thing.
It's normal with Kran's tribe only, but that's the joke.
That's
No, I am
bullshit.
just trial smartest.
Sam is actually the tribe's smartest. You guys aren't barbaric here. You actually are slotted into based on how you are. You don't fight for being tribe's best medic,
But I am tribe smartest.
but you are tribe
Almost tribe strongest, but not yet tribe strongest.
Never will be tried.
Tribe strongest as was occur, but she's dead.
Anyway,
I'm gonna go
right
approach
now,
Zoru and say,
I've got.
please
foodie-
tell me
I've got
he's
foodie
joking.
knife.
Unfortunately, not. He is the artificer we have.
I
Are
am
you
the
sure it's
greatest.
not you?
Oh, you do see in the hour. I want to note this. In the hour that you've been you got here, gone to talk with the person, and have now came to Sam, who the last time you saw him has got his leg eaten off
Yeah,
as
he has
a
new
robotic leg.
And Zoro also has bomb arrows.
Well, you see, even more reason why I doubt him, because who would... I highly doubt he could treat himself.
I
That
almost
would
won
be
the
that'd
medic
be insane.
That'd be
So I
that'd be
assume-
extremely smart.
Yeah, that means... So he must have someone else here must have done it for him.
Oh,
Totally
That's
makes
kinda-
sense.
Totally.
So, and Zoru's here, and he seemed to be smart.
It's
Zoro is not smart. Zoro is just my mate.
I fully punched Sam in the face.
Not in front of the others.
Okay. Conk's gonna
yeah,
take one
I've
last glare at Sophie, and he's gonna turn around and leave.
Okay, have a nice day. Thank you. Come again.
And he's
Fireball.
he's just gonna walk right out of the chamber and start hitting his head against the wall slowly, saying, "Why?"
Anyways, you were offering a knife, you said, correct?
Yes, Zilmus does have a knife.
Huh. Wow.
Sophie's looking. She gets up. She starts to wonder. She walks up to you and Zomas. Go on.
You could, for that, I can offer some silks. None of the shinies would be of value for that, for my own sake.
All right. How about this then? And I pull out a hand crossbow.
I have a much better thing, and I hold out my hand trebuchet.
And then I put it away and then pull
Of
out a
course.
heavy crossbow.
That makes sense. Someone add
That make-
someone add to the list.
Someone
makes
do
sense.
the funny.
Someone.
But yeah,
Where is the
That
list?
it's your job, West.
that is
I-
of inferior crafting.
I got it.
I want you alone there, Sam, to make a quick perception check.
Just me and
And Zomas.
yeah.
And Zomas. Yeah. And Zoro.
Alright.
Roll perceptions. Roll precipitation.
I got
It's
a
gonna
21.
rain.
that
what?
is a
21.
24.
Zoro. Thank you, Zoro.
One-
Zoro is
minute.
contemplating suicide after hearing that Sam got turned on from being punched in the face.
Yes, sounds accurate.
Is that a bomb in your pants? Are you happy to see me? It's a bomb.
It's both.
It's Bo.
I'm ready to explode for you.
I had to
In
walk.
2 words.
It's fully
Second.
loaded.
Run away.
I didn't make this choice. The D4 did.
Sorry, when you can roll a quick perception.
But yes, Zomas, that is of inferior crafting. My
10.
catapult is much, although the material used for that would be.
Here we have
effective in
Conk
making things.
hitting his head against the wall.
Hijack. 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, you're. You see Sophie walk up to the two, and she goes back to the pile of trash.
That's all she does.
Yep, she walks up to you guys, looks at the butter knife as Zilmus pulls it out, and then puts it away, and then she walks past it. She goes back to the pile of rubbish.
Okay. But the materials, can I inspect that for a second?
Of course. And I quickly cast a spell.
Sophie starts fiddling with a light bulb.
I quickly cast a spell on the
Crossbow.
heavy crossbow. Yeah.
What spell?
Distort value.
Is that what spell requirements is that?
Surprisingly, only verbal.
I'm not looking at its value. I'm looking at its parts.
Right. Yeah.
I'm literally just looking at its parts to see what parts it has. Not even if they're good or not.
Oh. All right.
Okay, yeah. So you do hear Zelma speak some arcane words, casting a spell.
He's just mumbling to himself. I'm gonna do an investigation on it to see what kind of materials are used to make this.
Okay.
Plus
Hijack,
11, that's a
I'm
dirty
currently
20.
using that particular type of crossbow. You understand what I'm getting at, right?
Mm-hmm. Was the hand also that specific type of crossbow?
Yes, it was.
You can't shift it that fast.
I did say that I put it away first, remember?
You can only change it on a long rest.
Oh, can I? I thought I was able to...
Don't
Hold on,
think
let
it's an instant
Let me check.
change. Could be wrong.
Class. That's rogue. It just says performing a special ritual. It does not say. Oh wait, no. Actually, it says it's one action to do so.
Does it?
Yeah. So it would take 6 seconds for me to swap it.
Sick. Just gonna show-
As an action, you can create a packed weapon in your hand. You choose the form if you're proficient with it, and it counts as magical. You can also transform the weapon into your pack. Oh, you can transform a magical weapon into your
Okay.
pack weapon by performing a special ritual.
That might be what I'm thinking about.
So yeah, I would have to turn. I could turn magical weapons into my pack weapon,
Yeah.
but it does not actually specify how quickly I can swap.
Oh, you can turn a weapon into your packed weapon. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Right, but if it's non-magical, I can actually just swap it at
Finish the
will.
long rest. Wait a minute.
Rules lawyering. Yay.
I didn't look into this before. It is only one weapon type. You can't change it. You can only change it via the ritual. You summon the pack weapon, that you're attuned to, or you akin to. The only thing that feat lets you do is let it be could be one of those other things. It doesn't let you shift it. Huh.
What you're saying is you can only have one at a time.
Yes, and you have to get the other weapon before you can change it into the other weapon.
Well, you could you could give up a weapon and then make a new one after.
You can, if you had, okay, so how it works is you have to have the weapon to turn it into it. So if you own a heavy crossbow, you can make the heavy crossbow your packed weapon, and then it's your pack weapon. But if you get like a long sword and turn that into your pack weapon, the crossbow is just it's just spat out, and you get a new one.
Then I got to get rid of all my.
Well, while he's figuring that out,
we learning.
Counter.
You can. I will, however, let you choose whatever one of the ones you want, Mega.
I'm sticking with the lance.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the counter and plop down my personal dagger.
Yep.
And an alchemical recipe for alchemist fire. And ask him how much of these ingredients can I get for this dagger. And the recipe.
Do I make an intelligence to see if I can even read it?
You can read it.
It's chemistry and your thing, science.
No, it's engineering.
Tinker.
Engineering, not science.
It's pretty basic. It's several chemicals that you mix together with instructions on how to mix them.
I don't do following instructions. I make my own instructions, and then sometimes I listen to my own instructions. Most of the time, I just go on my own whim.
Regardless, how many of these ingredients can I get for this?
That's a good question. Investigation in my back rooms, or
alchemist fire.
I looked and looked and looked and could not find a recipe, but knowing from what I know, it would more than likely be something to the effect of some type of either petroleum, kerosene, some type of a natural liquid gas, which has been around since, forever. People would farm it out of tar pits, mixed with some type of a pitch, which is a resin from a tree, to make it solid.
Oh, Sam, you instantly recognize this formula because it's what you use to make your bombs.
Oh yes, where did you get this from?
It's alchemy fire.
Oh, where'd you get it from? This is my recipe.
This is my recipe. And I'll point, and clearly it's my handwriting.
Yes, you must have spied on me and wrote it down.
This recipe is older than me.
I invented this recipe though, so you took it from me.
A little bit
Yeah.
different than your bomb
Yes.
fluid, but yeah, it's like
It's
Yeah,
like
it's
it
like
would
it's
be
same,
slightly
basically.
different. It makes a solid object that, when lit and thrown, becomes molten ball of burning that sticks to anything that it comes in contact with.
this fire is it's basically
Tricky.
a
Specifically,
Molotov.
what my recipe
While
is.
he's interacting with
It's basically a Molotov with
It is, yes.
Or
while
plasma
he's
grenade that
interacting with
doesn't
the elder, I'm
explode.
going to
Yeah.
sleight of hand some gems.
You'd have to get into my shop.
I am
He's
in your
been-
shop.
He's been in
I've
your
been
shop.
in your shop.
No, like into the back rooms of my storage. So it'd have to be a stealth to get into the back room.
So you gotta
and a
roll
stealth to
stealth
get-
first.
Oh,
Yeah, if the
Alright.
stealth into the back rooms, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And if he's like about to be going to his back rooms looking for this stuff, then
But if
that
I
might
see
be
him,
harder.
I'm not going to be letting him go to my back rooms because that's only for me and my hubby, and apparently my kids.
Oh,
got
all
a 24.
I got
Um,
bored with watching them barter. Go look at what Sophie's doing.
You see she has a butter knife.
I
and
thought you
she's-
followed me outside.
I didn't follow you outside.
You see Sophie is using a butter knife and she's scratching at the metal bit of a light bulb.
The middle bit of a what?
Of a light bulb.
so you get behind me. I am too distracted with this current customer. But of those ingredients, I just have them in the back room where I have the other stuff, right?
Not the you have that in the back room with your other stuff.
and just so you know, the only thing special about this dagger is that it's a regular steel dagger. It's nothing spectacular about it. It's just a dagger.
Well, you asked for these ingredients, so why do I care about knife? I assume knife is probably payment for this, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
probably won't be
saying.
enough.
Is how much of the ingredients can I get for this knife?
oh, for the knife, probably enough to make 1 or 2 of my bombs.
Deal. 2.
I said 1 or 2, depends.
Depends on what.
On whether I get 1 or 2.
So the difference between your bomb fluid and this is very small, but it's basically the same chemical formula. The only difference is how it ignites and how it stays.
Right, and mine's more a tarry solid inside of a jar than a liquid. It turns liquid when it gets hot, but it's like wax.
Mine's a solid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a lot like
It's
wax.
more of a powder.
It's
Or
both.
plastic.
You use both. Yours is more like a sludge.
A powder.
Powder and a sludge sometimes.
Yeah, mine's
Sam
more like a
uses
sludge.
Sam uses alchemist fire to fuel his bombs.
Kaboom. But yes, I will be back in a moment to go get you your materials. I will head to find the required ingredients.
Zelmus, roll a second stealth as you're inside the ingredient room.
Right.
And that's just perception, right?
That checks out.
That makes sense.
I got a 16.
That passes.
That checks out, Jack.
Yeah, it checks out. This is 3 already.
I already put the. Oh, never. It's not sending. Do you want to send?
So
3-1.
Sam, Sophie
I see him, but I just keep my mouth shut.
Sophie's following you. And Zilmus, how are you hiding exactly inside of the supply room as Sam walks in?
Spider climb.
Spider climb?
You are on the ceiling.
Yes.
Okay, I do not look up because why would I look up?
Gamers
Materials
don't
are
look
not up.
up. Gamers don't look up.
Exactly.
There's definitely important up.
Zilmus, you see Sophie's just looking straight up and locked on you.
Uh, like,
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I just don't pay. I just ignore it.
Even I get 2, odd I get 1. You get
I'm
2.
an elder. You're just kobolds being kobolds, as far as I'm concerned.
kobolds being kobolds.
Yeah, the classic boys will be boys.
So Sophie looks up at you, and in Draconic, she basically says the equivalent of aid.
You have age? We should probably get you
No,
tested for that.
like aid, as in help.
What do you need
Assist.
assistance from?
And she's putting a question mark on the end of that, pretty much. She's the dialect. That's how shit works. She's she's asking a question.
Wow.
She's like, help?
As she's staring straight up.
She's staring
I
straight up.
realize what she's asking about, and I also look up.
Did you just
What do you
follow
need
them into the
assistance with?
Never mind.
You see
Yeah,
Zoru and Sophie just looking straight up.
Okay, I followed it.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check.
I don't
That's a
say
19.
I don't care.
Pull out my book,
Yeah.
which is actually a Draconic dictionary.
Yeah.
Which this is actually the book that I've had since the beginning, not
The other one, yeah.
yeah, not the other
The book you
but-
used as a tray at one point.
Yeah, the book that
Is
I
this
used
the
as a
same
tray
book
at
that
one
you
point.
threw?
Did I throw a book? I thought I threw something else.
You threw a book.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's a librarian. He's got plenty of books.
I thought you would have a second book.
So what you're saying is that he was trying to book it.
Yeah. I'll let
And
you have a second
I
book. Yeah.
scroll to, or I flip the book over to an image of a gem.
Did you just say as soon as you scroll to turn pages?
He's a flip. Sam, that 19, do you feel you're smart enough to look up?
I feel I would follow their gaze with a 19.
You slowly follow up and see Zumas.
What are you doing in there?
You get Sophie's help was like a sort of, do you need help? Like, because you're on the ceiling.
Yes? No? What? Are you in trouble? Are you stuck there? Did somebody tie you with a rope up there?
Actually, getting tied up with a rope being suspended in the air sounds fun. Let me try.
No, that's in the back room.
That's
You should really dust in here more. It's absolutely filthy in here.
Why would I dust?
Well, you
There's
can't have
already
your
dust
reagents
everywhere.
and things getting dirty, can you? It would ruin them. It would make
Uh,
them go spoiled.
No, it wouldn't. They haven't been spoiled yet, so they can't be spoiled.
So it's about to try to fucking do this again with Sam.
Use logic with me, and I will hit you with dumbass.
hit me with dumbass, and I'll hit you with logic.
If you hit me with dumbass, I'll probably understand what you're saying.
He's
Oh.
checking the sewer roof for fire hazards.
Fire hazards. Well, the fire hazards are probably the wood that's around the room. As you see, most of the shelves are probably flammable.
You said
An
if I hit
intelligence roll real quick to see if I can
Yeah.
understand Sam's
Go.
logic.
the roof of
That's
sewer
a complete
or
roleplay
fire-
thing there, Mega. You can't roll that.
Right?
What was that, my love? I couldn't hear you.
I got an 18, so I think I can, at this point, figure out his logic. So
That's a complete roleplay thing. I can't
Right.
tell you his logic.
Nobody can.
right.
You may think you know his logic.
But does Sam even know his own logic?
Exactly.
Probably not.
No.
You know what?
Oh God, your rat
Because
fingers.
of my 18, I get because of my 18, I get an idea.
Okay.
I turn to Sam and say, "You know what, Sam? Why don't you join me up here? It's actually a very nice view."
I have no way to get up there.
Of course you do. And I spend another spell slot to give him spider climb.
Nice.
I have no way to get up there.
You do now. Join me.
I can't. There's no way for me to get up there.
I know. Oh, I think I know. And I put my hands down towards the floor, like I'm making a step, or like I'm making a
trapeze?
gesture of like you know how people do when they're trying to lift someone
trapeze.
up a thing.
Yeah, like trapeze.
Yeah, like trapeze. Yeah, I'm basically doing that.
Reaches his arms out towards you.
All right.
Okay, I will
lift him
grab
up.
on.
Well, no, it's like you reach your arm down.
Yes.
So
I
grab-
guess so. Okay, I don't know what you're trying to do, but sure.
And I'll grab your hands.
All right. And I lift you up, and you are now on the ceiling with me.
Yes, you're currently holding me up. That is true.
You raise me up.
Now that we're up here, I see that there is a lot of stuff in here. This is quite nice.
Sophie grabs something from the shelf that resembles maybe a herb. She tries to eat it.
Maybe what?
You should always test if things are edible. That's probably the first step in alchemy.
What does it resemble?
Some sort of fruit or a herb or a berry or something.
Oh.
Always test the things you're working with to see if they're edible.
She bites into it. It makes a weird scrunching sound.
Can I roll insight to see if I can remember what that was on that shelf?
Oh God, I failed my survival check. I can't see if it's safe for her.
And she starts spitting out these very small white balls.
Very small what?
White balls.
Haha.
Oh, not
That
a
is-
cotton
It's styrofoam.
or cattail, I mean.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam.
Joffrey, that's a good lesson. Always try to see if things are edible before actually eating them.
I'll make a comment. It looks like a rice cake.
What's a rice cake?
Sophie spits it out the ground. It doesn't taste too good.
That's a good first lesson. Always make sure the things you're working with are not edible. So you're not wasting food.
You're learning.
Yeah.
Sam.
All the things that still need to be tested are in that pile if you want to get started. And I random pile over there.
You see, experiments enough. One day you'll be as handsome as me.
Exactly. They're smart as I am.
I'm starting
Yeah,
to
I agree
understand
that
why Sam is the way he is if he's tests strange components.
Hey Sam,
Yes.
I think I see some more things that you haven't touched. You haven't. Is that a secret room over there?
No. All the piles are labeled as what I know them. That pile over there has all the stuff for making the bomb.
Oh no,
That pile
not
there has
that. I point in a random direction. I think I see a random. I think I see a secret door.
No, I
Well-
did not put any doors into my workshop. It's all very open.
No, I'm. It's not much. I'm not
Roll-
saying you
roll
put the door
deception.
there. I'm saying someone else put the door there.
This is Sam. You can't roll deception.
Roll
No,
deception,
just-
Sam. Roll
it's-
insight with advantage.
This is my workshop. I didn't put
Sam.
any doors in.
No, Sam's got his own custom skill. It's called density.
Yes. You honestly think Sam can be deceived when it's his own thought?
Exactly. My thought is my own thought because I made it.
Sam
No one else can
pretty
have
much
my
has
thought.
the flaw of no one can lie to me the way, or the basically the opposite of no one can lie to me like the way I lie to others.
So everyone can lie to me the way that I don't lie to others.
Sam is too truthful,
No one,
but he
everyone,
only
can
believes himself.
the way
Yeah.
I treat others.
I
No one
believe
can lie
nobody,
to me
but I
like
never
I
lie.
can lie to others basically means you fully believe other people.
No one can
because you
tell
don't
me
think
the
they can
truth
lie
like
to you?
I tell the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be everyone can tell the truth the way I tell the truth.
Nobody can tell the truth. I only tell the truth.
No, it's nobody can lie to me like the way I lie to other people, which basically, as a flaw, not a personality trait, as a flaw means you don't understand. You don't think you think you're so perceptive that people can't lie to you. So,
Huh?
yeah, it's hilarious.
I have the most intelligent person. I cannot be lied to because I don't lie, and I know the best thing to happen because I am the smartest.
You see, he assumes that everyone else would know better than to lie to him.
Exactly. Why would you lie to me? I know everything.
Nothing gets over this guy's head.
He can catch
Catches
it.
Exactly. I jump very high.
You
If
can
you
also
look
stand
over
on
in that
ceilings
corner-
now.
No, if you look in that corner, I made a pair of stilts. That way I could get even higher to pick up those things.
No, actually, I don't point at a random direction. I point in the direction of the door to leave this room.
There is no doors.
Well, the
It's open. It's
the opening.
It's an entrance, but there's no door.
Right. I point at the opening to leave this room, and I say to him, "Hey, is that a secret room?"
No, that's the exit to this room.
Are you sure? Because I don't remember that being there. And
I do. This is my workshop. I made it.
it sure doesn't look like the entrance to your workshop. I mean,
I would know. I built it. It does.
Does Sophie still have
Walk
the
out
light?
that way, you'll see the entrance of the workshop.
Sophie still have what?
Does Sophie still has the light bulb?
She does.
Is the light bulb intact?
It is.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for the light bulb. I'm gonna put it in my Drake Smith and have him charge it.
Okay.
It's on.
It's on. It's on now.
It is unbearably bright in the room now for kobolds.
Ta-da!
Please turn
Everyone except Zoru has pain in their eyes.
Yeah.
I have half pain because of my abominable eyes with the bugs.
But you don't have your goggles on right now. You're in your own workshop.
I'm in my workshop. I've been working with things. Why wouldn't I put my work goggles on?
Okay, fair enough.
But he overcharges it and it just explodes.
You hear a very soft from Sophie.
A very soft what?
A very soft
You broke Sophie's toy. How dare you?
Sophie goes and gets another.
I'll reach over and hand Sophie a mushroom. Here's what it looks like.
She accepts the
Oh,
mushroom.
actually, fun bit. I take the mushroom and I put it in the drink's mouth and it starts glowing. If you add electricity to a mushroom, it'll glow.
I was actually gonna say it's kind of a purplish color, and it looks like this one, and it glows. It looks like candy.
Oh, is
You
it
should
already?
eat it. Sophie, remember the first rule. Always test if it's edible.
I verify it's edible. It's very good for you too.
I don't think he would know about that. I'm the smartest and I don't know about it. It is an undiscovered creature.
She'll eat it.
She would instantly gain 10 hit points and feel revived and energized.
Sophie also gets another light bulb, and then with the same thing, there's and she basically gets the metal bit off of the light bulb.
To pull the filament out?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
And Sophie holds up the glass bit of the light bulb towards you, Sam.
Beaker!
It would not make a good beaker because, I should probably say this in your native tongue. Not good beaker, not flat at base.
I inspect it and take it and put some of the ingredients for the alchemy fire in it.
You did not pay for that. Return it
While
immediately, or I will
they're
have to
busy
charge it.
working on that, I'm going to slide a hand to Jim.
I thought you said it was useless.
I didn't say it was useless. I said it would be a bad beaker.
Fair.
I
It is
got
a
a
bad
17.
beaker.
I think you would also have to try to find one in one of the piles.
Yeah. You do not know where the gems are specifically.
I will proceed to make a mushroom and trade for the glass orb.
Why would I need a mushroom? Glass orb is much more valuable than a mushroom.
Eat it.
Why? I'm not hungry. Glass is a very, very, very useful but very, very rare commodity. Well, mushrooms, we can just go down there to get mushrooms.
Not this mushroom, you can't.
All mushrooms are the same.
This is a special mushroom.
Every time
It's a mushroom.
rare and valuable.
Roll investigation there, Zilmus.
I will not do the trade. Mushrooms are very. We eat mushrooms all the time, but that is, you have not
That's
even
a
had glass.
16.
This
You-
mushroom don't look like any mushroom you've ever seen.
But it's just a mushroom. All mushrooms are the same.
You eventually find a gem, but not because you find it, but because Sophie finds it for you.
Oh.
Sophie has found you a gem, but I need to roll a quick insight or investigate perception. That's what it is. That is a perception is +7, so that is a 4, 7. So that is 21. You said you have 17 on sleight of hand.
She's not sleight of handing.
No, on Zomas
Investigation.
just sleight of hand.
No, he did investigation.
Oh, but previously he rolled sleight of hand for
Hmm.
then taking the gem. Because Sam would not just be giving away free gems.
No, Sophie isn't giving away free gems. She's just holding it. She found it. Now business will be done.
Yes, I thought he was taking the gem, was she not?
No, Sophie has the gem.
Oh, that's fine. Sophie can hold the gem. Sophie's technically my child now. But nevertheless, I would ask you to return the beaker
Sophie's
or
not my
find me something of equal or greater value.
You are a fortunate legal guardian, but
She is my third and youngest child. Actually, technically my oldest, but she is my youngest because she is the last one to become my child.
She's technically the oldest, but also the youngest.
No, she's the youngest because she's the last one to become the child.
Zora just shakes his head.
That's not how that works, but okay.
What do you mean?
He is smart as kobold, don't question.
She is the
Yes.
last one to become my child, thus she is the youngest of my children. The oldest is my boy, then my boy 2.0, and then Sophie.
Impeccable
Am I wrong?
logic. No.
And with the gem,
Sure.
Sophie scampers off towards the front.
All right, have fun. But yes,
And
to
Zilmus,
you.
you did see that she found a gem.
All right.
To you, I need you to either give me something that I can trade reasonably for that.
Pull out a vial filled with some liquid.
I am not thirsty right now.
This is not something you would want to drink.
Then how will I know what it is if I don't drink it?
I point at the label.
What is that good for? How will I know the contents of it if I don't test the contents?
Zora picks up the broken pieces of glass from the bulb and feeds it to his drake.
It is pale tincture.
I hand Sam a lance.
Is it Armstrong?
No,
Yes,
it is
it
not
is-
Lance Armstrong.
It is strong.
It is.
It's strong for your arm.
It is a poison.
Who in the world is Lance Armstrong?
He's a lance with strong
Do you
arms.
actually not know who Lance Armstrong is?
Is he related to Neil Armstrong?
He's a biker.
Yeah.
He won the
One
Tour de
test-
France.
He is one
And then was-
testicle.
Lance
Then he.
Armstrong was one of the
That's,
first people to go into
Lance
space.
Armstrong really not
That
Neil
checks out.
Armstrong's brother?
Yo, someone add another counter Sophie to the counter.
Oh,
I explained to
This
him
is
that it's
5.
a very strong poison.
But how will I know what kind of poison if I don't test it? We seem to be going in a very circular conversation. You seem to not understand how this works.
Zilmus?
You
see Sophie flash the gem at you, and as if like she's trying to have you come over.
Alright.
Attention.
Then
Sophie.
how would you propose testing a poison? Do you have...
With my mouth. And as I see Zoru, not Zoru, I don't know how to pronounce the name. As I see Mega leave, I will just say, "Have a wonderful day," and go back to the conversation. You test it by ingesting it.
You don't want to ingest this. It's poison.
Then how else will I know what it is? You seem to not understand how this works.
Okay, then I want payment first.
What do you mean,
If you test this on yourself, then you're not going to be alive to pay me.
As I leave, I shit Sam's pants using prestidigitation.
Wait a minute. Sam, you want to try his poison?
Not necessarily. I still don't think that the liquid is a good trade for
Bobby,
beaker.
it's extremely volatile. Will it kill him?
Oh, yeah.
I still don't...
I posted what it
buy
is
it
in
for you to drink.
general chat. Exactly what it is.
I will buy it for you to drink. I do not care as long as you die.
He wants that insurance money.
He
Insurance
is
money.
looking to off me to take all of my riches. But no, you see, this poison that you claim it is,
It is
probably
a-
still not...
It
It's
is a
not worth
mixture of different funguses and molds that are
There's
quite
funguses
deadly.
and mold that I can get right down there. Why would I trade that for something so rare as a light bulb?
Because this is more rare.
I made you.
No, it's not. I've seen funguses everywhere. I haven't seen many light bulbs.
This is not just fungus. This is poison.
You said it was made from fungus. I could make it using the fungus over there.
Yeah, you know you can't.
I'm Trev Smartest. I could make it. If someone else was able to make it, and they are not Trev Smartest, it means as Trev Smartest, I could make it.
Then you already have it.
No, I haven't found a use for it, so I haven't made it yet.
So if you haven't found a use for something, that doesn't make you very smart then, does it?
No, it just means that it's not a very useful item.
But if you were so smart, then you'd find a use for even the most useless item.
But why would I use something that's less efficient than something else?
Who says this is... Only you're saying this is sufficient.
Exactly, and I'm the Tribe Smartest. I should know about this kind of stuff. I am the smartest.
Fine. You do you then. And I literally like half-heartedly toss him his already broken light bulb back.
Not broken.
The glass is still completely intact.
Well, I hope you don't have butterfingers, because I literally just tossed it back to you.
Oh, his rat finger.
Well, yeah, rat fingers.
I have an
Don't
extra
worry.
finger.
If he breaks it, I can fix it.
I can fix it.
I fix it. I don't know how to make glass, but I know how to make bulb with glass. I fed it to my Drake. My Drake
Anyway,
Nope.
hijack.
melted new
Sophie?
bulb.
Sophie is out at the front where Sam usually does his business. Not that business, but business.
God,
That kind of business is done in the back room with chains and whips.
Not. Okay. No, she's not gonna.
What I do want
How
to
many
ask.
ingredients did I get, by the way? How many can I make?
Enough to
One or
make two of them.
You can make 2.
Okay.
And,
That gives me
make sure to
something
leave
to
the
do
sword
on
before you go. The sword into that pile over there. Then I point at the one.
Still on the I left it on the counter.
Sophie
All
puts it over into the pile of weaponry. With the gem Zilma, Sophie kind of looks at you and she tilts her head a little, and in Draconic, she says, "What for?"
I hand her the book, the How to Speak Draconic book.
What do with?
Trying to figure out what you want to do with it.
Yep, and that's reminding me. Sophie can't read.
Sophie can't read.
She also can't really understand Draconic.
Very well.
I'm teaching her. It's a process.
I've taught her many words that you'd keep on
Can
trying to
also-
unteach.
I technically also can teach her because I also speak Elvish and Draconic. So
She doesn't know. She doesn't know that.
I speak to her in fluent Elvish, saying,
Weren't you owned by a
You know what? I'm
I
curious.
was owned by gnomes, but before the gnomes, I was being held by elves.
Then you would have picked up gnomish instead of elvish.
As an elder, I know Sophie's not actually a kobold, right?
It's not hard to tell.
Okay, okay.
She is an elf.
I'm curious. Yeah, but she's no normal elf either.
No, she is an elf.
I'm gonna make deep speech at her. I'm
Knife ears be knife ears.
I'm gonna say in deep speech. Have you ever heard words spoken like this, little one?
She looks around like she just heard something weird. Like she doesn't understand it.
That doesn't like cause any memories or ring a bell or anything.
It's not.
I give her the. I hold out the book, saying to her in fluent Elvish, courtesy of the fact that people holding me were elves before I was eventually sold to the gnomes.
I'll allow it.
Saying,
Saying nothing.
well, I'm trying to think of what to
Wow,
say.
I could say nothing in any language too.
Man, let's say.
I'm very fluent. I'm bilingual in every language. The only thing I can only say one thing, and it's nothing.
I don't think bilingual means what you think it does.
It means two language.
It means more than one
say
language.
to her in
It
Elvish.
does not mean that you like to lick both sexes. Just want to make that clear.
Anyway, as I was saying, I turned to her, saying in
That's
Elvish,
linguist.
this book teaches you how to speak Draconic, and I was going to use Gem to help us get ride on airship.
You know about the plan?
And
So-
I
Sophie
interject
wouldn't know.
and say that the other elders have already planned for us a ship. Haven't they? Didn't he say that he planned for us a ship already?
He said that the elves had a ship, not that they had.
That is rightfully ours.
I thought he said that he had made plans for transport.
He did.
It is rightfully our ship, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna steal back a ship.
We're just going to take our ship that they took from us because it's our
That
ship.
is the plan. That's the plan that's been made.
Okay.
Yes. As
No,
a kobold,
no-
you should understand that, yes.
But yeah, I turned to Sophie, tell her, this book teaches how to speak kobold, and was going to use Gem to get us ride on ship, or at least get us part way.
Says, how?
The tall ones, they like shiny things. I make shinier. I make shiny thing even shinier.
I can see what Zona's gonna try to do. I don't think it's gonna work, but hey.
I think Zelma's going to get us all killed.
Probably.
But I don't know any of this, because I'm not here. I'm not around.
Don't worry, if you die, we'll make use of you somehow.
But for plan to work best, need many shinies, silk, gem, fancy clothes, many things like that.
Scratches her chin. She runs to the back. And she comes. So Sophie runs past you, and she grabs maybe a cubic foot of silks and a few more little gems, and she runs back out.
Sophie, what are you doing now?
She points at Selma's.
Oh, is she buying those?
She nods.
Well, what is she using to buy them?
She points at his book. She holds up the gem and she points at the book, saying that at least this gem is for the book.
A gem is worth one book. Let me see if your appraisal is correct.
I will try to attempt to read the book. If it's in.
Technically, half of the book is in Draconic, so you could read half of it.
Actually, he could read all of it if it's a translation guide.
Is Draconic a written language?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm actually smart enough to understand the translation.
Yes.
No, it's not. Goblin is a spoken language. They used Dwarvish. So, is Draconic a written language?
Draconic is a written language, but it's mostly runes.
Draconic is according to 5e lore, a written language created by the dragons.
It's a rune script.
Yeah, it's rune script.
Okay.
Long story short, Draconic writing can be used for magic.
It can, yes. But on that, so can Elvish and Dwarvish too. So.
And human.
Yeah. Not as most common, but yeah.
So yeah, I guess technically he would be able to read the entirety of the book since it is a translation guide.
But would I be translating it? Do you really think Sam would be translating it?
Probably not, so you'd probably be able to read half the book.
There you go.
So what I said originally.
Only half of it would have value to me.
What language does it translate to?
Elvish.
Zoro would be very interested in it.
But you are not making the deal. That's just my
Would
shop.
it translate to Elvish?
That's what he said.
But think about. But no, it wouldn't. It'd be gnomish.
It would actually translate to common.
Common?
Oh, then I don't need it.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like to think it probably translate to Marquesian.
Do I have anything as far as like tradables for real? Because that wasn't discussed when I made my character.
Well, you can also trade
Because
favors.
I would be interested in the book to learn common.
Keep in mind, you can trade both favors and material goods.
Yep. Favors and material good.
Right, but he's wanting gems.
Zumas
You
wants
don't own
gems.
the book. You don't own the book. He does.
Yes, but I own the gems, and that's what
Right,
he's after.
and additionally, I do not know of the ability to trade favors. I, having been raised in a materialized world, am only familiar with the
I
value of
tell
currency.
I tell
So
Thomas
so
that
Sophie, to you,
because I
so Sam, she goes to you and she says, would
I want.
Zilmus honestly know about the ship scheme?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not, but that doesn't necessarily. Well, how about that? Well, you did say that me and Conk came in at the same time. We could flavor it that Conk told me on the way.
Would Conk have?
Probably not.
Well, you know
Probably
what?
not.
I tell you what.
He'd only tell you that we're going to an artificer because Conk, he honestly didn't trust the plan of stealing an airship. He was going to the smartest artificer because he was going to see if we could make an airship, and those dreams have been crushed by realizing Sam is the smartest kobold.
I'll reach over and say, "How about this, Sam?" And how about I agree to do this again at a later date? And I just reach over and touch his hand and cast enhance ability with fox cunning.
Unfortunately, I am already wed. That is known as cheating. I am very faithful, so I will decline that offer.
You don't know what I didn't. I'm not telling
You
you
just
what.
touched me.
You would notice an immediate difference as you would have advantage on all intelligence.
You just touched me. That is out of wedlock, and because of that, I would ask you to leave for making sexual advances towards me.
So, by the way, it's obvious I just cast a spell.
Will kobolds care about wedlock at all?
No.
Sam is
No.
very faithful.
Either way,
Sam
you
is
would realize
special.
that you would feel that I just cast a spell on you.
Exactly, out of wedlock, and I'm already married. That's cheating.
Technically, you're not married yet. You have not had a proper ceremony.
But Tribes Wisest said we were married. That means we are married.
You haven't officiated the wedding, though.
We have copiated. What? I don't know the word.
Compulated.
We have consummated the marriage. Did you not see us in the chamber where he was very, very tightly strangling me?
I immediately stop concentrating on the spell and give up trying to do any deal with him at all. And go back to the person with the book. So what can I give you for this book? This one can't be traded with.
It's quite easy to trade with me. You just have to give me things of equal or greater value and try not to seduce me.
Have you anything that the tall ones would have a value? Because in order for me to be able to traverse safely upon the surface, I would need something that I would be able to bribe them with.
Okay, again, hijack my character. Do I have any kind of money at all?
No one usually starts with anything but a rickshaw, weapon, and some food.
Perfect.
I mean, as an elder, I mean, I wouldn't be rich or nothing, but I would have squirreled something away, right? Like maybe a shiny stone or a piece of gold or something.
You might have a few coins of gold. So
Perfect.
anything on your person would have more personal significance than numerical. You got your mushrooms, you got your tinctures, you got your tincture.
Not exactly anything you can use to bribe somebody with there.
Yeah, depends on the person.
Oh, true.
You would know that the tribe does deal in favor as well. You know that
The tribe. They
it's
favor what?
they
That
trade
they
in
trade
favor.
favors.
Right.
Like sometimes actions speak louder than
I
items.
see.
Like if your deal, like you could trade, like your deal could be, I will do you a favor.
Right. Well,
It's basically like a pinky swear.
right. Well, I can promise that I can heal most any wounds that we come across.
We already have somebody for that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I personally don't need any healing, but could you heal my dog? It got injured during the ship, during when we were leaving on the ship and entering into the hole, and I'm kind of worried about Sir Fluffy Bottom.
Oh, let's see. Let's roll this in here.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a medicine check
The
on
answer
the
to that
dog.
question is yes. I saw the roll.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure I did it in here. It's funny, I got the same thing. So mind you, I get a plus 10, so that's a 19.
I do.
It's hilarious that I rolled the same in both. You see that, right?
I do.
Okay. How badly is it hurt? Like from my medical check, my medicine check.
So his lungs have been punctured by spines of some sort that are not there anymore, but have left like puncture wounds.
So he's pretty hurt. He's not just.
No, he's not just
like
it's not
scuffed
tis
up
but a
badly.
yeah.
He's badly injured.
It's not tis but a scratch. He's fucked.
All right. Okay. Then I am going to. Let's see which one of these would work better.
What's Cran and Nas doing right now? You look through that. I'm gonna go quickly. I'm gonna pan over, see what these two are doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do cure wounds at 3rd level, and follow it up with a Luster Restoration.
That will fix the maximum
That's
HP.
3d8 damage healing, and the restoration is for any disease or
Heal that
bacterial infection that might have set in from the wound.
Roll the 3d8s, and that will heal towards the maximum HP.
Alright.
What's Nas and Cran doing?
Conk is drawing plans.
Conk is drawing plans.
Yes. Behold my plan. Conk plan.
Nas would probably
7, 10.
Go towards the nearest shrine of worship for Kuromok and silently pray for a bit before going to Sam's shop.
For each of those, by the way. Each one of those has a +4.
So she wants to do something.
So it's 7, 6, 9.
Why do they have a +4?
I get to add my spell modifier to healing because I'm a healer class. I mean, I get to add my spell modifier.
That's how the spell works. I believe.
Is that how Cure Wounds works?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any spell that I roll a dice for, I can add my spell modifier.
No. Cure Wounds is a creature that you touch regains the number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Right.
Are you casting
But either way, yeah, I thought
you're casting it 3
but I was
times?
reading it
On
at third level.
Okay, that's a bit different.
That's 3d8 plus 3.
So it's 3d8 plus your mod once.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Plus your mod once.
Okay. I thought it was for each roll.
No.
Because if I did it at first level 3 times, I could get heal a lot more than I could casting it at 3rd. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're burning 3 spell slots compared to 1.
Right, I guess. But yeah, what was it ended up to be then?
So total was 10 plus your spell mod is...
It was 10 plus 4.
Plus 4? 14. 14 towards the max HP.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty sure he's
If
1 max
not, I was
HP
going
from
to
being
feed it to my room that I've got left over. Because it's going to go bad for the days out anyway.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna follow it up with a lesser restoration for any kind of infection or disease that it might gotten from its wounds.
You watch as these small mites crawl out of them and just fall to the ground. Okay.
Yeah, it would actually do that. It would like rid them of fleas and parasites and all that shit too, I guess.
Sir Fluffy Bottom is doing a lot better. His max HP is almost completely restored. It's still 1 off because it was 15 damage total taken, from what I remember.
Right.
But yeah.
I'll pat him on his head and feed him the mushroom then. Now he's definitely feeling better.
Mushroom's not gonna restore that. He's at max HP. The mushroom isn't gonna heal that specific one.
He's actually not at max HP yet.
So,
Yeah, the mushroom would give him
how much
10
was he
more hit
missing?
points.
How much is he missing still?
He's missing 1 from his max HP, and he's well, according to you, he's missing 1 from his maximum HP, and his hit points is 4 off.
All right, then the thing will heal the 4 points off, but it'll still be down 1 max HP.
All right. All right, and in that case, I'll just continue to console Sir Fluffy Bottom until he gets back up.
Yeah, he's doing much better. He gets up.
All right.
There's a bit of scarring, but yeah.
No, that less restoration would have helped that.
I hand
Yeah, it would.
I hand Cordy the book saying, "Thank you. Thank you so much for helping Sir Fluffy Bottom."
Anytime in the future as well, as long as I'm around.
Sophie looks at you, looks at Sam, and kind of does a point from you, kind of a point between you two, and she says, "Favors."
Hmm?
Favors.
I look at her and say yes.
She points at Sam, she points at the silk, points at you, Zilmus, and says, "Favors." She points at Sam.
And I tell her, I look at her and I say, community.
Favors.
In character, Conk has been scratching this on the wall outside your workshop, Sam.
As in, I'm trying to equate in her head that community means favors.
Yeah, she understands that. She's just trying to, with her very minimal amount of draconic she understands, is trying to explain to Zilmus that get stuff you can do favors to get stuff.
Right, and I'm telling her in draconic.
She's not.
I'll say favors and imitate her, and then I'll say community, thing that's similar.
Oh, I think I understand. Sam.
Yes.
Is there anything I can do for you in order to get these gems and silks from you?
Well, you could always go on different scouting missions and whatnot to get me more materials that I require for different items. Currently, I'm looking a lot for a certain type of nut that I use to make explosives with.
I show him one of the explosives.
The walnut.
They come from a very, very interesting plant that makes them. I then take them, haul them out, put some stuff in, and then combine them back together to make an explosive. I'm currently out of them. If you could get me, let's say, 20 nuts per gem and 5 nuts per piece of silk, I could do the deal.
Oh, okay then. That seems very simple enough.
I thought all plants were the same, just use any plant.
No, mushrooms are the same. Mushrooms are fun guys. this is not a fun guy. This guy's pretty drab. He's not very fun to be around.
Bit nutty.
Nas, you make your way into Sam's workshop.
I look at Kong what he's writing like, the fuck you doing?
Scribbling on the wall with a very sad demeanor.
I look at Kong like, you okay?
This is the extent of Kong's art skills, not mine.
I'm looking at Kong and like, you okay?
On the wall scribbles.
I see Sally scribble on the wall. You okay there?
Looks at you. Sam's the smartest kobold. Whimper.
He just wanted to kobold to Jabolo, yes. I've heard about this.
Deep sigh.
I've heard about this.
And he just
This
keeps
when-
repeating and muttering that under his breath. Sam's the smartest kobold.
I pat Kong on the back like, there. I'm confused about it as you. I've heard many stories. I feel like they've been faked.
But
Because I was
the elder said so.
I was so trying to talk about each other's if they were to have communicated with each other at some point.
I say, and then I suddenly halt my sobbing and slowly turn to Nas and say, "Wait, you're from a different tribe.
Yes.
Take me to your artificer." And I just grab you by the arms and just like hold you close. I'm like, "Take me to your artificer." Taking you a little bit.
I don't know where they reside.
Nas, you are being grabbed.
I'm
I
shaking
want
a
you to
little
make
bit.
and being shaken. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yes, that makes sense. Like that makes sense. Wisdom save. 21. Okay,
You're fine.
I'm fine. Like
The pupil you see as it's Sass? How is it? Give me
Shaz, but keep just say Nas if you need to.
Shaz. Same difference.
Shaz.
Shaz.
Same difference.
Shasta. Like the pupils start to dilate a little.
And like, can you let me go?
And doesn't.
Can you not?
Okay. Set you down. Just fine enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. I just let me compose myself.
Take all the time you need, but not too much time.
Okay. 1, don't ever do that again.
Understood.
2, I don't
Oh my
know
goodness,
what.
you can count. Are you sure you're not the artificer?
Well,
No, I'm a Shrine Maiden. 2,
Punk just touched Sash. Doesn't that mean he just proposed?
No.
no.
It means he's making advances.
He's smart as kobold.
No, that means he's making advances.
Always making advances. Ooh.
Yes. Ooh.
Unintentionally.
Unintentional advances.
He just took him like a rag doll. That was second base.
by Sam's definition, yes.
Yes, apparently.
Apparently.
Okay.
Two, I am not acquainted with my tribe's artificer. For I spend most of my time in the more religious part of my tribe.
Do you at least know the way back?
I
No.
will need somebody to guide me back home because I don't know the way back from here.
I'm gonna make a quick perception check if there's any nearby kobolds that I can see
Cran.
that are not Sam.
It's Cran and Zoro.
So, but
miss.
first, I do need something real quick. I can see my shirt, my current attire. It needs a bit more of that. What did they say? Bit of that cobalt, and in dwarvish, she said flair or something equivalent to that.
Something equivalent to flare and
Dwarvish.
I do not understand. I say, right. You! I point to Zoru and say, can you take us to the Glass Kobold?
Take you where?
Glass Kobold tribe.
The Glass Kobold tribe.
And I go inside.
Hold on. That's a 12 plus my survival. That's a 7, so 19. Yes, I know the general direction.
Wouldn't that be his 3?
I don't have reverse stuff.
Honestly, I think Zoru, out of the party, Zoru is probably the best person to ask.
Probably.
Just
And
looking around, I don't think anyone else here would know, aside from the Mushroom Man. Mushroom Man might know.
Do you know the Mushroom Man?
Might know what.
The way
Where
to
the
the glass.
Yeah, the way to the Glass Kobold tribe.
Or any of my initiates at Glass.
Yes.
Yes.
Then yes, I know exactly how to get there.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
you
I've
probably
asked
have-
Zoru.
You probably
Because I
have
didn't see you. I saw Zoru as the first kobold I saw, who looked remotely credible.
How long have they been around me now? Probably
hours.
still not that long.
About an hour and a half.
hour and a half at most.
All right. So I'm like, take us to the Glass Kobold straight now.
Nassa's
Nah.
already walked in.
This one wants to go. That one wants to go home.
Nassa's already walked in.
And there needs to be a smarter artificer than that one. Points in Sam's
well,
general
No,
direction.
I'm the smartest.
I don't go anywhere without Sophie because I'm not leaving her with him.
Fine, bring the knife ears. It'll be good for the little one to see the world. Let's go. Right now. No time to waste.
Come on, Sophie, see the world.
Hold on, I just need one thing, and I just need one thing. And I need to do something really quick.
Okay.
I look at Sam. All right.
Yeah,
I look at Sam. Would you mind giving me a small bit of cloth?
Yes, what do you have to offer for it?
I can perform a ceremony for you and your mate to strengthen your bond together.
We are not mates.
Yes, Tribes Wise has said that we were.
Your tribe's wisest said that you were so.
Come, Zoru, let's elope. Let's break that out. Let's go. Escape. Right now.
I'm definitely going with
Yes,
you.
that'd be quite nice. Zoru, get over here. This Nash is gonna perform a ceremony to have us be married.
Darn, it didn't work.
Grab Sophie, I grab Conk, and I grab
Curses.
the sass. You just book it.
Where are my clothes?
Where are you going, Zoru?
Sophie is holding on to a piece of fabric, so.
I did not. I was about to say I also need this, the silver dust for the ceremony, but Zoro just took me.
Yes, we are running away from Sam and his boy.
I have 2 boys.
Well, you don't
What's
see
your
where.
boy-
Yes,
What if your boy is missing a leg?
I will make him a new leg.
His other leg is being chewed by my Drake.
And give him a
No,
leg
his
up.
other leg is on my leg.
Yeah, that's the one he's.
Your Drake might become a good artificer one day.
I'm having him grapple you here, so you can't follow us.
All right. We're on our way.
Yeah.
The party is splitting, aka ditching Sam.
Ditching Sam.
They're running away from Sam, but Sam is probably not leaving, actually.
We may never see Sam again because I have Sophie away from Sam, and we are headed in another direction with a guy who knows how to get us off the Kitara. We may.
No, I don't. I'm just trying to find the way. I'm in the process of trying to find the safest way.
And then the other thing is, the tribe's wisest said that we were married. So, unfortunately for you, tribe's wisest doesn't make mistakes about wisdom.
Wisest said we were both like jointed guard.
No, he said that
Zaru.
me and my other
Zaru.
The
would
more
be
time you
hooked
spend
up with
arguing, the
us.
less time we have to get away from Sam.
I've done less of building.
We're not done. Are we still going?
Yeah, we're running. We're running now.
Hey Zoro, guess what? You get +2 AC if I do the ceremony for 7 days,
Nope.
and you get another +2 when Sam dies.
Never mind. We're killing Sam.
All right.
Maybe I should have let him test the poison on himself.
All right. So, what obstacles do we run into on the way to try to go towards the general direction Zoru is leading us?
Zoru, how are you leading them?
I am leading them along the paths that I use to be both outside of the tribe's territory and away from the humans.
So you're gonna use the upper walks.
Yes.
Okay. You going right or left?
I know the general direction. So do I go right or left?
You are polar opposite of the glass kobolds. You can go right or left.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
The only thing that matters is about what I do next after you choose, because this will have consequences if you choose wrong.
So 3 and 4 is left, 1 and 2 is right.
He made the mistake of trusting the D4.
Oh, this
Go
is
left.
probably the best one. Go left! As you're going left. Silence, mortal. As you head left, you start to walk along the walls as you see as it slowly gets taller and taller and taller as you get to probably the highest point of the walls of Kitara. And at the top, you see a kobold. With
Oh.
long, saggy skin. That is a darker color.
God.
And eyes that sparkle like the night.
I made a mistake. Can we go back the other way?
And he looks, and they look at you.
Painful to look at.
And he blinks
Does he-
inconsistently.
Does he recognize Zoru?
He raises his hand to the group and he says,
Does he know secret amputation technique?
he raises his hand and he says,
Hello again.
You've never
I
met
to look at Zoru.
you've never met this man, Zor.
Awkward.
I have no idea who this guy is.
I
I don't remember.
Hmm?
I don't remember.
Don't remember what?
Who the guy
Nothing.
is.
I say good. Good to meet you too. I'm trying to get past here. We need to go to the glass kobolds.
Oh, I thought you already went on.
Yes, we're going. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
just gonna walk past him.
Oh, I thought you came back because of the issue, but okay, I guess it was fine.
What did he
Issue?
think?
The wall collapse.
The wall collapse.
You know it's
Where did the wall collapse at?
I already told you this.
Tell us again, we're dumb.
Okay, Valfamador. I don't.
Would it be at the wall by chance?
I
If
don't
only you had the smartest kobold there to interpret for you.
Yes, if only.
that's fair. Sam can speak stupid.
Sam can speak to the.
It was
To
that
the-
way.
and he points in the
Yeah.
direction you guys are heading.
Oh.
Is the way completely closed off?
No, it's perfectly fine.
We
Okay,
we know I'm pretty sure both me and Zoro know that the Star-Eyed Kobolds have a weird sense of time and everything.
Yeah, no, they're basically trout Commodorians. Yeah. I look back and I tell them, this could be something that happens like 5 years from now. I don't
Or it
who
can
knows
happen tomorrow.
what they're talking about, but he said he saw me before, so apparently we're gonna come. I mean, we have to come back through here at some point. So
So we just go?
yeah, we just go.
Let's go.
All right. We go.
Oh, I'm glad your leg is okay. Have a good time.
And he said that to you, Conk.
Sus.
Where is your... Where's
If
this...
I was Peb, I'd be having PTSD, but I'm not Peb.
Oh, did you lose your spear?
Spear?
You don't have it with you anymore. You don't have your spear.
I haven't had a spear in years.
The one with the very clear tip.
I just
Slowly turn away and ignore him.
I just
Because
put my hand.
clearly he doesn't understand.
I put my
Yes.
clawless hand on Conk like those kobolds are strange.
We have a few of them back where I came from.
Today's
No
Yeah.
one listens to them.
Today's very
What?
pretty.
Well, they seem to tell the future. I mean, one time,
Smells
one of them
They
asked
keep
if,
saying that we're going to run into trouble if we go that way, and then we're fine. So I don't believe them. I think they're all crazy.
well, one of them told me I was gonna slip on a banana peel. They asked me about the banana peel. I did not know about the banana peel, but the next
What's a
day
banana?
I stepped on the banana peel.
Okay, but here's the thing. He says we're gonna see us again. So I mean, obviously, we don't die.
Let's go.
But
Let's
did you slip on the banana peel because he said you were going to,
Be careful with the
or
broken
because
wall.
you were going to anyway?
Be careful with the wall collapse.
Yes, we be careful.
Will do. Okay, just to be safe. Great. So if we do make it through, we're gonna go back the other way.
Knife ears goes first.
No.
Sophie proudly walks forward.
Lead the way, knife ears.
Zoro, Sophie is right next to Zoro.
And Zoru, I said that in Elvish.
If that book is really in Elvish, I want that book.
As she's
Yeah,
walking forward.
I'm looking through the book as we walk. So
Oh, you're following
Are,
them?
are
Wait,
you following?
You're following
yeah,
them?
I've been with that group, so I'm assuming I was with them.
This is Conk, Zoru, and Ness. Are you joining them? All right.
And so
And Sophie.
And Sophie? Okay. Then I'll
Yeah,
assume you're,
yeah, I thought I was
yeah,
with
you're
that
following.
group.
Yeah, you're following Sophie. You watch as Sophie walks. She stops.
What's the matter?
You see, she looks down the wall at a familiar ladder.
Ladder.
she's related to it.
She's looking at a stone ladder that goes down the wall.
You said it was familial.
Familiar. Not to you guys. And she
Maybe
seems
to Sam.
Sam isn't here. And she kind
Yes,
of
exactly.
rubs the back of her left leg. And she keeps
Ankle.
walking. Her left ankle, yeah. And she keeps walking.
Yes, she remembers that. She
Yes.
remembers.
PTSD is being applied.
As I walk, I like catch up to her. And I just pull her.
Actually, y'all are all gonna be under my spore effect, so, well, at least the ones that didn't make the save.
Once made a
Sweet
save.
son.
Nope.
So, like, It's calming effect.
Nobody's made the save.
And nobody has done
You did
anything
when
that would
y'all
imply
first,
they're not
when we
calmed,
first met.
for the most part.
When we first met, y'all did. I think only one person actually made it. Everybody else failed.
I never
I
made
don't
a
remember
save.
who
No
it
one
was.
ever made a save.
Well, y'all make saves. It's DC 15.
I lost the save.
Con. No, wisdom, sorry. Wisdom save, DC 15.
I definitely lost the save.
I'm not using the D&D dice. They're cursed.
I passed your save, so yeah.
No, I'm home.
Well, that's
I'm
the
using
thing
my-
is you really don't want to pass it.
So you pass. Yeah. So, yeah. Guys keep walking, and eventually you two end up at the, sec.
Three.
Sec. Yep. You make your way to the Glass Tribe. Saying you bid your goodbye to the Moonkin and continue on.
We bid our goodbyes by trying to ignore the fact that they exist.
Yep.
The Moonkin are probably the wisest of the tribes.
That doesn't make them not creepy.
Meanwhile, the glass kobolds are
Yeah,
not as wise,
they're the
but
charismatic ones.
we're the charismatic ones.
And
yes.
you make your way into the Chamber of the Glass Tribe. On the outside, it's just the wall, and you make your way in. And this place is just bejazzled with gems. It is so shiny. There are stolen gold coins in small clusters. There's silver. There's all different shiny things. Weapon blades that have been taken off of their sheath have been hung up like not sheath off of their hilt, have been hung up like curtains in places along strings. It's very shiny in here.
Ness is like, to be home again.
Get your question out of the way so we can leave this ridiculous place.
All right. We're going to approach the first random glass kobold we see that's not Nass and ask him where the artificer is.
You walk up to a glass. So a glass kobold is fiddling with a gold pile, putting on different necklaces and different wristbands and different things. And you come up behind them and
Tap them on the shoulder.
they disappear.
Don't do that.
I'm going to tap them on the shoulder and then I'm going to continue to say, sorry to bother you.
And they disappear.
Yes.
They don't run away.
I've seen glass kobolds before, so I'm assuming they're still there. And say, excuse me, could you point us in the direction of your artificers?
You hear a very soft hiss.
I walk in front of God. Don't do that. We're very skittish.
Are you hissing at us for, freak?
You don't see where the hiss
I
is
could
coming
only
from.
halfway see you before, so it's only halfway less seeing you.
And about the normal amount of time that they return, you see they're not there. And then your eyes slowly pin upwards, and you see that they're clinging on the pipeworks, and they're like a spider. Just hanging there.
Do you speak?
Sorry about him.
I speak. I speak very well, actually.
Sorry.
Where do you get off scaring someone like that? I'm very red.
And they...
Ye very pale. The palest me ye has ever seen.
You're the reddest thing I've ever seen.
I want you to make a dex save.
We still inverting my dice?
Yep.
Okay. So that's a 3 plus 3. That's a 6.
And you fall to the ground as they land on you, and you see their tail swaying very fast, as they're now just like looking you all over, like,
Wow, you're so red. I haven't seen I haven't seen this red before in evers. And your nose is so weird.
And they start holding your snout and squishing your nose.
Ah.
Wow.
Excuse me.
As they're
I
still
be getting rough.
they're still holding a conch
He doesn't
snout and
stop.
just kind of rubbing the snout now. It's actually kind of comic.
It's like,
Mind letting him go.
I'm gonna make a con save to see if I sneeze.
We just have like
I
a
sneeze.
minor question that I.
They pull their hands away as soon as you sneeze, and they start feeling the muscle on your body.
Can you let him go? We just have a question, and he has a question. I don't know the answer to it.
Well, he wants to get to see family again, correct? Now
Well,
is the time.
you wanted to see the artificer.
Yes.
They're now sitting cross-legged on your stomach. They're looking back and forth as you two are talking. They don't respond. They didn't pick up the fact that was the request. You were talking to one another. They thought you two were having a conversation.
Yes.
They didn't pick that up.
I'm gonna turn back to them and be like, and just poke them off of me a little bit, just slowly push them.
They don't protest. They slowly skitter off, but they're still kind of holding
I
onto your forearm a
stand
bit.
up,
They
kind
help
of showing off that I'm a little taller than them.
you. They start poking your arms.
What?
Mind telling my friend here where the artificer is?
The tribe has one. Correct?
We should. I believe so.
Somewhere.
He doesn't know, do you?
That way.
You point in a direction.
Thank you.
And they walk into the wall.
Do they walk through the wall?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk to the wall too,
You
with my eye closed,
and
because I'm just like,
and pop, you walk into the wall.
I probably know what just happened.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
No.
This is not something I've seen.
No, this has not been something you've seen.
So you're saying I walk into a solid wall?
They walk into a solid wall.
So I walk into a solid wall and go bonk.
Yeah.
Goes
And
conk.
you hear further up the tunnel.
Are you coming?
And you see that they're, again, now on the ceiling, hanging.
Come on.
Turn my head.
And they swing forward, and they swing up into the wall again, up into the ceiling this time. Specifically into the glittery bits.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to be dexterous and follow them.
As you guys are running after, you see as they keep jumping from different pile of gold to pile of gold, jumping into one and appearing at another.
Peculiar.
Until you find yourself in a large room, completely filled with a silver liquid.
It's so filled with a silver what?
Liquid.
Oh, silver liquid. I'm not going to touch that liquid.
You watch as their head peeks out of the liquid, and they look at you, kind of like the oozer tank of the water. What is your wisdom style?
You should drink it. It's armor for your inside.
It's armor for your inside.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any sticks or something I can poke the liquid with. I assume there's not.
There's a silver rod.
Gotta reach up, pick the silver rod, and poke the liquid.
It's water. The mirror.
Actually water?
It's water with mirror on the under it. They have a layer of mirror, and they put water over it.
Okay, I'm going to very cautiously put a toe in.
It's warm. Hey, grab
Why
your
do
foot.
you think? Do you think? What?
Hey, grab your foot.
Oh, I'm gonna say I don't
So
need a bath.
as it's like an inch of water you step in, as soon as they grab your foot, swoosh, you fall as if it's like a deep end of a pool.
Oh no.
And you find yourself entering this extremely not bright but sparkly space. As if you're floating through space and you see them and they're just kind of floating there and they're holding their breath and you're also holding your breath and it feels like you're wading through liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just glittery everywhere.
It's worth noting that I'd have no idea how to swim.
Yeah. And they're holding your hand, and you watch as they start moving through it at an amazing speed as they pull you as you see they start having trouble holding their breath. They like breathe out, but there's no bubble, and they go upward, up out of the mirror, and you see they appear somewhere else in the mirror water, Nas. And you're standing on the mirror water.
You coming?
I follow.
Do you step on the mirror?
I step on the mirror.
Nothing happens. They tilt their their head at you, Nas.
You're slow.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
They slowly step out of the mirror and they start walking towards you. They put their hands out, both of them, towards you, Nas.
I put my hands out as well.
I'm
I'm
Larva.
Grabby hands.
Shaz.
I'm Larva.
I'm Shaz.
Nice to meet you.
They have a purple tint in their eye.
Come
Nice
on,
to
let's
meet
go.
you as well.
And they run. They start running, holding, like, just dragging you.
Okay.
And this place is probably one of the largest tribe chambers. And you don't see a single other kobold.
That's suspicious.
Or auspicious.
So they lead you down a series of corridors. They seem to be very confused in which way they're going. And every now and then gesture like they're going to walk into the wall, but then look at Nas and stop.
I'm a bit lost. I'm not used to walking this much. I think it's this way.
I'm lost as well. It's been a long time since I've been back.
You were taken at a rather younger age.
Yeah.
I believe so. You didn't really get to grow with your tribe or learn their secrets.
Yeah.
You basically just attended Sunday school classes.
Yep.
I attended Sunday school classes, learned how to use a sword, and that's it.
You got
A
taught
sword's
the
pretty
basic
intuitive.
stuff. You were taught very basic stuff, which you just repracticed and cultivated.
Yes.
And slowly, you guys are led, like, over the course of maybe in 2 hours, to the artificer of the tribe, or at least where they say their chamber is.
This is the tribe of the Artificers. We have 15.
Sounds much better than the Jabot tribes.
The Jabolos have some of the best artificers of the island.
Don't tell me that.
They have lots of artificers.
Yes, I met one of them. Pretty smart.
And not.
I question that.
I wasn't impressed.
But I do feel like some of the stories may be
Exaggerated.
Exaggerated, yes.
Yes.
And you left out the acronym of greatly.
Well, you have fun with the artificers.
Thank you, larva.
Yes, thank you. And I just do a little bow.
And he sinks into the floor.
Alrighty.
You are in a large chamber.
Out of character, we're gonna have me stop driving the narrative soon.
All right.
Because I gotta leave in like 8 minutes.
All right. We're in a large chamber. It's empty. Other than artificial supplies, it looks like a workshop.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk around and start looking through those supplies, see if I see anything that resembles blueprints.
Hello?
There
Make an
are.
invest-
There are. Yeah, roll investigation.
That's a 20 with inverted rolls.
So as you're going about, you actually watch as you're walking by.
Mm-hmm.
You swear you see part of a face of a glass kobold peer out of a silver pot. A large silver cauldron. And they look at you.
A pot in a chamber.
And I'm not talking like out of the
A
cauldron
chamber pot.
from the inside. No, I mean like out from the side of the cauldron.
Like I saw a reflection, but it's not a reflection.
Interesting. So, think about like this. This is the cauldron. Instead of the face peering out like this, it's here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that it might look like a reflection.
Yeah.
Unless I have good enough depth perception with my single eye to recognize that it's actually popping out.
It's like this.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. Without depth perception, to me that would look like just a reflection.
So yeah,
that
you
is
basically
clear,
see
yeah.
a reflection.
Would eagle eye fix that? It gives you advantage on perception with sight.
He only has one eye.
He only has one eye.
So
And
yeah,
you hear, what do you
monks
want?
cannot use ranged weapons.
It's like, what do you want? You're different.
You're different.
You're different.
Well, technically,
We
you
all be
are.
different.
You are different, Conk.
You're different. Don't you agree?
And you hear all echo about the room, different voices.
I agree. I agree. Agreed. Agreed. You're very different. Weirdo. That was rude. But he's weird. No, he's different.
What if you're weird?
What? All of them simultaneous.
What if you're weird?
It'd be
What
worth
if he's
noting
weird? I point out a
I
crystal.
technically have the same nose as both of two of the tribes on Kaitara. So my nose isn't that weird. But yes,
No, but
my
your
skin
colors.
skin color and texture
And
is
you
probably
see
the
out of
weirdest.
all these glittering objects, 15 glass kobolds, poo, 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 all appearing.
Which I'm just finding it hilarious. They looking at you like you're weird with me standing right behind you.
They've seen you before.
They've seen you before.
Actually,
Kobold. Most of the kobolds probably know about you.
Yeah.
You're not too weird to them.
This is funny. I'm the most normal kobold here. That's
Yeah.
the weird one.
I'm just saying that just the hilarity because I'm completely different, looking twice as big and look like I'm infected
up, guys?
with fungus.
What's up?
Hijack.
What's up?
Hijack's mob is harassing them.
Hey Joe,
Yep.
I farted.
Good for you, Mega.
Better out than in. That's what I always say.
Hey Joe.
Yep.
You have left one form of crazy for a second form of crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
But so far, none of this new crazy appears to be dumb crazy.
But it was not dumb crazy. It was tribe's smartest crazy.
And apparently best in all of Kaitara.
I am greatest artist.
Such as the rumors.
Such are indeed the rumors.
That's
such
not
are
a rumor.
indeed.
I tell you it's true.
So, all 15
Anyway.
artificers of the Glass
We're calling
Tribe,
me weird. Yes.
all 15 artificers of the Glass Tribe make themselves shown. And you watch as they
All right.
all specifically come out of glittering objects.
I just look at my
They all
hand.
come out of their chamber pot.
I look at them. I look at myself like, am I the only one that doesn't know how to do this? I'm probably the only one that does not know how to do this.
Wait, you don't know how to do this?
I don't know how to do this.
They don't know how to do this! You don't know how to do this?
And that just starts echoing around
She
the room.
was I think she was a slave.
I was captured.
Captured one.
But this one helped me. I point out.
They're all echoing about, and you start hearing whispers.
Outsider.
But this one helped me. Like point at Zoru.
They all disappear.
Oh.
I assume ye can all still hear me.
Now let's make a dex save at disadvantage.
I make a dex save at disadvantage. Oh no. They're all gonna jump me. Okay, that's an 8.
And dogpile. Ah! Poof! And you are down, and they're all just on you, and they're like, outsider!
Sibling!
There's some like,
Return of the sibling! Return! Welcoming home!
That's just like.
Your horns are stubby.
They've been removed forcefully.
Grow them back. Don't look good like this.
They're horrible. Yeah, they probably will grow back.
We make replacement.
Excuse me?
Who's me and why are we excusing them?
Because me need airship.
Who is me?
Conk. Raise his hand.
Okay, Kong, but who is me?
Conk is me.
I thought you were Kong!
Can you all get off me, please?
Forget about who me is. That's not important.
How am I
can we
supposed to
make
get
airships?
forget about me? There is a lost goal on me!
and he calls out
Listen
to the door.
carefully.
He calls out to
You
the
help
door.
me save me, okay? You'll
Oh,
find me.
save me! And he calls out, lost kobold named me! Find me! And you watch as these two glass kobold guards appear out of the doorway.
Find me. What does me look like?
Kobold.
Got it!
Into the walls.
If ye have learned anything, you simply roll with it.
And
I'm probably like visibly uncomfortable
Okay.
with all these kobolds that are on me.
Okay, my headset's decided that it doesn't want to work now.
What needing
And-
help with Conk?
oh, you gotta get going, so I'll run this really quick.
Okay. I'd be looking for someone who could build an airship. Like the Night Veer's got. But smaller. Maybe faster.
An air.
The big wooden birds that elves have.
You want
They look like
smaller?
this. I'm gonna get down the ground and start drawing a derpy thing. And now I actually have to go.
Okay.
Kyla is honing my nose.
Okay.
That's all your nose.
Yes, but
We can
see you
be
guys.
making something.
Hi, Kyla.
He stabbed your nose and sorry.
Make you a small paper airplane. I guess with that, I could probably end it today as we enter the glass area.
Your glass we did.
Glass we did. Alright.
Yay.
So for today, that's where we'll be ending it. As always, people.
Find out next week. how fucking uncomfortable Nass is gonna be.
Find out how Sam reaches them and makes their lives a living hell.
Same
Good night.
bat time. Same bat